Right, hey everyone, how's it going? We're back for another episode of Dungeons and Dragons. So last week was a strange episode. They managed to save Uzlu from being tossed into a pit. Uzlu killed the
You mean Rags?
Yes, sorry. Who did I say?
That's fine. It's fine. Whatever.
Wizards and
That's
dogs
fine.
just
no, it's
easy to
fine. It's
confuse,
fine.
man.
Okay, I get it.
Sorry, but yeah, it was they kicked the witch woman into the pit, and it ended with this massive argument about Dev and Arch not either for or against killing, like, I don't know, the woman and the last 6 tribesmen on the island.
Me and Arch were in agreement. V had left for some reason.
Yeah, he had stormed out.
Yeah, because there's nothing that interests me. Like this is unconsequential to the main story and the main quest line.
But you left before the argument even started, V.
Yeah, and which is why,
to be honest,
either Arch or Devil can win, and I'm fine.
Okay.
Well, it's not just Arch or Dev. It's me and Arch agree, and Dev disagrees.
Okay.
Why don't you just fucking bring her back to life?
Okay, but what exactly is it that you guys are arguing over?
Whether or not to kill this woman. And look, I think the argument condensed is that Dev doesn't want to kill her. Dev's character doesn't want to kill her, and possibly Dev actually. But my argument,
I don't care that much. It is my character.
She can't be trusted because she's already demonstrated that as soon as she thought she had the power to, she would betray us. If we leave her here to lead her people, she will simply betray us again. And I think Arch has a similar opinion, and so we believe that she should be executed. Now, Dev suggested the option of executing her as a sort of moral punishment thing, but then reviving her for the purposes of using her later. I still have the same pragmatic issues with this, but if it's going to come down to either a compromise or a fucking literal fight, I'll go with the compromise.
Well, why has this come down to anything? There are 7 people left on this island. Who cares about them at all?
Are they really people?
I mean, actually, Sargon raises a good point. The argument is kill them all.
Well, isn't there still women and children off in the bush somewhere?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but
like,
they're just
these are the people who could potentially be a threat, like who could attack someone. But it's like 7 of them. Like, who cares?
Right. See, my argument is
they could be a genuine bother to any further things we want to do with this island. They know it better than us. They know we're coming back. 7 people could cause a fair bit of issues.
Yeah, guerrilla warfare. It happens.
Oh yeah, they almost decimated us last time.
Why? I mean, let's turn the argument around. Why should we possibly leave one of their leaders alive?
Well, my argument is that we have right. Well, it's not just feels. No, we do feels. We do have a moral duty to convert these people and not just kill them outright. The last surviving leader of this tribe, she has at least shown some kind of interest in the new religion, and I think if you really wanted to cement their belief and basically make them fall in line with us, you can execute her so that Arch's honor is satisfied, and then V can revive her. And then she can then be the figurehead, and I think at that point when she comes back from the dead, she will definitely be a believer.
I think there is some merit to that. I think that might be worth a try. But what say you to the fact that she betrayed us the moment she had the opportunity to, and so she's likely to do it again?
Yeah, but this is IBS Spurgery.
Yeah, absolutely. This is why I'm staying out of it.
Yeah.
How so?
How so? You don't know anything about her motivation. Why do you think she did that?
Because she had the opportunity to win.
I don't
no, because she was desperate. She was about to kill all of her friends and family.
Yeah.
Right. Suddenly, it sounds a lot less unreasonable. But now
they were attacking us. But they were attacking us.
Well, Uzlu, the fight, it was 3 turns, right? What is that? 18 seconds. So she went from maybe having a mistake, a knee-jerk reaction, to immediately surrendering. So I think.
No,
it's reasonable.
She went from I can bludgeon someone in the back of the head to I can't kill somebody who doesn't fight back anymore.
You are the enemy.
We are.
Exactly.
Yes,
that's the problem.
Which is why she dies, and we're done with this.
Yeah, but like it's not. You're no longer in combat. You've won.
No, that's why it'll be an execution.
That's what the word execution is for. No, okay, here's the compromise. We kill her, we revive her. If that doesn't shake her lack of faith, then we kill her again.
I don't understand why you feel the need to kill these people now that you've taken them prisoner. I mean, like...
Not these people, person. We are individuals here.
Well, I mean, like... Don't you think there are more interesting things you can do with them?
No.
Not really. They're not intelligent enough or loyal enough to do anything with. And if we're sending people back to this island who we're going to say, yeah, we've cleansed the island. It's ready to go. It's ready to be colonized. Oh, but by the way, we left some fucking booby traps.
Like
that, again, like
she does have big boobs.
Literally no reasonable person would think that. This is what I mean by IBS spurgery. That is a noggin jogging.
No. It is not at all. She is the last leader of this tribe. She has shown time and time again antagonistic tendencies. We fucking didn't invade. They started shooting at us.
I think this is an invasion. Like I don't think it's fair to call it anything else.
I mean, you're making an excellent point for why we should euthanize all of them.
I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying, like, I think you're deliberately misrepresenting what's happened.
I mean, if the GM says that these people will resist us no matter what, I think we're going to do 7 executions.
Oh, I don't know that they'll resist you no matter what. I'm not saying that.
And I think maybe the GM is allowing us more knowledge of motivations that only the GM knows than we would know.
I'm going to go build a gallows.
See, the way I see it is that
it's ceremonial. I can kill them all in one turn. I think.
If you're ever going to, install a government, you usually want at least some side member of the previous regime to be the new head. That's usually how these things go.
They have to be a puppet.
Exactly. She's going to be the puppet.
I'm not establishing a new government with these people. I'm bringing in new people. If anything,
okay, let's do it like this. Just flip a coin.
V, you're not here.
Yeah, I haven't said anything up till now.
Okay.
I'm out of character. Hold on, just 1 second. Flip a fucking coin. Heads, you kill them. Tails, you don't. It doesn't matter. This is so much of a spurgery. Can we get on with the fucking campaign, please? Thank you very much.
I'll remember that output the next time you do this, V.
Archie, you're gonna have to unmute yourself. But right. So enough spurgery for a second.
Sargon, can you cast some lightning from the sky to kill them?
Yeah, I probably could. Actually, no, they're in a cave, so I actually can't.
Oh, yeah. It had to be an earthquake.
An earthquake, Sargon, an earthquake.
Okay, I can do an earthquake. But, like, what I mean is, like, why don't you just think about what's going on? I mean, like, do you not think that these people might be interesting to someone back home?
Well, anthropologists have their own business, but we don't answer to them.
No one said you did answer to them.
Yeah, but
can we sell them?
Like, are we going to risk our safety and the safety of the Lord we serve for a bunch of anthropologists?
Risking your safety for what? You can kill all of these people in one turn.
Yeah, but they could damage us while we're doing it. You don't allow an enemy who has animus.
This is what I mean by IBS spurgery. Like, this is not playing the campaign. This is being an IBS spurg. So basically, what I'm saying is, I think there are genuinely people who do like that, but I also think there are people who want to watch an actual campaign. So I would really appreciate if we could knock off the IBS spurgery, if that's okay with you guys.
Okay, let me put it like this, Sargon. Then, my character would never let somebody who'd already betrayed them live. Again, and a leader of their country. If you just want me to play a retard like V, let me reroll. I'll play a crazy hermit, live in the woods. I'll just go along with it.
What I'm saying is that this is grinding the entire campaign to a halt.
Yeah,
but it's grinding it to a halt around a critical, principled argument that our characters would genuinely have. This isn't IBS spurgery. This is playing our.
No, I don't agree that that's the case. I think
this is something our characters would argue about in world.
Yeah, I think that the ego of the characters is a point where we need to think about
okay, so
how do you intend on proceeding at all with the campaign from this point onwards?
Well, the rest of the campaign is fine once we've sorted this. It'll probably be the same either way. But if you think the ego is the problem, then elect someone to force them to just give up their position and see if they do it. Exactly. Neither can we.
Why not?
Well, because one of us has to give up. In fact, two of us.
Okay. Yeah, have a vote. Jesus Christ.
We could do a vote, but we will have to agree to honor the result of the vote.
obviously.
Well,
but we already know the result of the vote. So Dev won't agree.
Hold on a second. The compromise that you issued last session, Arch, was to kill her then revive her. I'm on board with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. And then if she still isn't on our side, if she still isn't likely to be a good puppet, then we can come back to the same issue. Yeah.
No, we can just, the literal at that point we can just kill her.
Convince her. Then I don't think anything will.
Yeah, this is kind of like her chance, right? We can kill her.
I'm willing to try that. Yeah. And I'm willing also to let Arch be the one to execute her, considering he is the one with the most procedural honor to lose, not personal honor, but sort of like cultural honor.
Oh my god, problem solved.
Yeah.
We can
I did suggest
that, you know, who suggested we should investigate the island? That's the one who fucked up all of this, because we should have been on the boat all the way back to Pendley by now.
We're going to go back and find out it was V that suggested this.
It was. We should investigate. No, I was clearly against it. Feel free. I'm even going to wager money on this.
Now that's some IBS spurgery.
By the way, speaking of IBS, Sargon,
we're not changing the subject. Specifically,
speaking of World War I politics.
So what exactly are the actions that the party is taking to, I guess, eventually leave this fucking cave?
I'd like some
agree with the plan that I just proposed.
Yep. You guys are the actors.
Right, go ahead. Go ahead, Arch. It's
here's how I think we should do it. We round these 7 up. We have them bring us to the rest of their tribe, and then we execute the woman. Arch, you can't cut off her head. You have to like stab her or something, because V has to be able to revive her. Yes, in front of the tribe.
Right.
And then V will revive her, and hopefully that will be enough to get them all on board with the new religion.
V, do you agree to this plan? We need you to agree to this plan.
Yes.
Okay. Are you just agreeing because you want it to end?
Yes.
Or are you going to roleplay properly?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you can't do both.
I can do both. Watch me.
I mean, all I'm saying is the next time you want to go on a full-on spree converting people, V, I'll be remembering this.
By the way, I love how Sargon wanted to dodge the fact that he's been in a homosexual relationship with me for 13 years and managed to hide it.
I'm very concerned at dodging that fact.
A sexual homophobic relationship as well.
Yeah, but I'm not bothered about kink shaming, so you know.
Are you saying that being gay is a kink?
Oof.
Well, I think being furry is a kink.
That's true. I'm glad I'm not one.
Well, how are you not one though? Your avatar is one. Like I can't see the distinction.
Is Mickey Mouse a furry?
Okay, we're getting back to the subject at hand, right? So, are you going to try and get them to find the rest of the villagers?
Yes.
Round up your villagers. We're going to kill one of you. That's going to go well.
We're not going to tell them right away.
Yeah. Well, good. See, now you're thinking pragmatically, Dev.
Right.
All right. Let's begin doing that. Which one of us is the best suited for actually giving that information?
How are you going to try and approach this?
V, turn your bloody phone off.
I don't speak their language. I'm just going to order them to bring us to their women and children.
Yep.
Oh, right. I didn't realize you did speak the language. Okay.
Before we go, I think it would probably be a good idea if I confiscated one of the bows and arrows of one of these guys, because I've got nothing.
How about just all of them?
Well, yeah.
I can only carry so. Well, what am I going to carry him in? My massive balls.
There's a pit here.
Well, no, your carry weight is based on your strength. You should be able to carry them all.
Yeah.
By the way, I would like to mention that I have no more revives. I need a long rest.
Yes, you do.
Oh, I'm glad you're mentioning it now.
I have 2 weeks. No, someone in the chat pointed out that I checked it, and it's true.
Okay, so then we'll rest.
Well, I'm glad someone pointed that in chat then.
Technically speaking, you need to spend 400 gold for a rewind, so let's just skip that part for now.
Yes, we'll skip that part for now. Okay, so, I mean, are you intimidating her? Are you persuading her? How are you approaching this?
Well, I'll kill her if she doesn't, and then I'll move on to the next guy. So I guess it's intimidation.
Go ahead then.
I mean, it's not like she had. Maybe this will be a good way to just stab her anyway.
Maybe she'll give you a justification to just murder her, man. Who knows?
Yeah, no, I'll just place the rapier over her heart and tell her to bring us their women and children or else.
Yeah, go on.
That's insight. That's intimidation.
It's not the best intimidation.
Oh no.
Right, okay. What's the insight for? Sorry.
That is me misclicking.
Right, okay. Yeah, she pauses for a moment and then just says no. You will kill them.
All right, let's start up the argument again. Fantastic.
There we go. I hit.
Okay.
I deal 12 damage.
That's pretty good. Hang on a sec.
I hit again.
I think you're fine.
Bad.
Hang on.
I've got 2 attacks.
Someone says no to archery, slashes at them constantly. Like
it's a saber, the weapon of a conquistador.
You're not actually in range, Arch.
I am. I'm right in front of her.
No,
I said I just pointed it at her chest.
10 feet away from her.
He was already pointing. He was already pointing at her chest, so he had.
That is correct. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's
I'm happy to use a pair of lunges if you wish. Now I'm still
yes.
in range. In fact, I'll be
We're
doing
not
more
in
damage.
combat. We're not in combat, so movement doesn't cost anything.
That is correct.
Because he said it was pointing at her chest.
Now who's holding on the campaign?
Listen, if you want to start combat, we can start combat. Roll initiative.
She's helpless in front of me. I literally have my weapon.
She's not helpless.
You know those thick girls. I can be faster than you think.
You know, Sargon, according to the rules, if he wants to do a surprise attack, he does it, and after he hits, he gets to roll initiative. It's in the rules, actually.
Well, he's still going to have to move closer to do it or lunge.
Okay, I've lunged.
Okay. Well, how do
let
you?
me sort of roll another 2.
I thought you had an actual skill for it.
Oh yeah, I do. I just now add. So that's 5 damage to the first one and 2 damage to the second one.
Okay, they are good hits as well, actually. Okay, but roll initiative. That doesn't kill her.
So he has 31 damage.
Don't get me wrong, that really sucks for her. That's a lot of damage that she's just taken, but she's not dead.
All that arguing, the decision was made by one fucking failed roll from Arch.
But see, my character is probably just going to sit this one out. But I'm not going to interfere because we did try to at least, bring the people together. She didn't want to do it, so I'll go over here. I'll sit down.
They did try to push me into a pit of death.
Yeah,
it does. Yeah. It does change one's
Yeah, but
outlook.
We don't know you.
I don't have to have you know me for me to know them.
You're just giving your opinion. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Initiative. Oh, yay!
Right, read out what you got to me, please.
7.
Dizzloo, do me a favor. Can you calm down a little bit, mate?
It's 3. I'm perfectly calm.
Thanks.
And 3.
So what did you get?
3.
And Arch?
7.
V?
I left the cave, remember?
Oh yeah, good point. Dev?
All right.
Oh boy.
I'm not going to participate.
Okay.
Do I still have to roll initiative? I can just walk away and not do anything?
You should probably roll initiative just because you're there.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
What, are you going to pull a hands up, don't shoot?
Yeah, kind of. I got a 12.
Officer!
Okay, well, Rags, it's your go first.
All right, well, may I ask how many arrows I've got?
I don't know. How many are in your inventory?
Well, I don't know. I don't have anything. That's the thing. I all I did was I just picked up some stuff. Just a moment ago, I just said, "Can I pick up their bows and arrows?" And you said, "Yeah, sure."
Well, you could, but nobody actually did it.
All right. Well, in that okay, fine then. I'll forego the picking up of the bows and arrows, and what I'll do is I'll use my attack action to give Arch. I have the maneuver.
Oh right. Can you drag it into the chat so I can say it?
I can. Let me press the magic button.
Thank you.
Let's see. Let me scroll down here. Pushing attack. Here. It's one of the combat superiorities. This will be Commander Strike.
Mm-hmm.
When you take the attack action on your turn, you can forego one of your attacks and use a bonus action to direct one of your companions to strike. When you do so, choose a friendly creature who can see or hear you and expend 1 superiority die. When you do so, choose a friendly creature who can see or hear you and expend 1 superiority die. That creature can immediately use its reaction to make 1 weapon attack, adding the superiority die to the attack's damage roll.
Right, okay. Arch, can you make another lunge?
No.
What? You can use it as a You use it as a reaction.
Yeah, but you immediately...
But Sargon's decided I'm out of range, because I didn't move when I... Apparently, I just stood on tippy toe and leaned over to her to put my sword against her.
No, you have your lunge thing, and you didn't necessarily have to be in base-to-base contact with her.
No, I've already used my 2 attacks that use superiority dice.
I'm doing this for you.
Lunge is an action; it's not a reaction.
Right. Okay.
Fire your bow.
Okay. Well, it's actually her go next. I guess she disengages.
Weren't her hands tied, by the way?
No.
Man, she didn't sweat much for a fat girl.
Actually, she sweats quite a lot.
Oh my.
Right, okay. Dev, it's your go.
I'll turn. Actually, you know, I'll just turn around and look at these people, but I'm not going to move.
Glower.
Just to make sure they're not going to do anything crazy. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I mean, they seem to be quite surprised, and no one has moved. So, okay. Uzlu. Oh no, Arch. Sorry.
Now this is IBS perjury, because I'm not going to stop chasing her. I'm going to just keep sprinting after her for the rest of this game if needed be.
Okay. Uzlu. Uzlu, can you hear me?
He said his audio broke. Be right back.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. In the meantime, let me show you this. This is Ritualist's attempt to draw my my leap across the pit from last session.
That tub ain't big enough.
I guess we'll just have to wait for Uzlu, because this is his turn next.
Well, if his audio doesn't work, I assume he can still hear us but can't speak.
Can you just type it in the chat next to it, Uzlu?
And he just said I can hear you though. 1 second.
Right. Okay.
Is it working now?
Yes. Right, it's your go.
Testing. Hello.
Can you not hear us?
Right. I did the same thing as last time. It worked this time. Okay, fantastic. Okay. What have I missed?
It's your go. The fat lady and Arch have run around the corner. Well, they're running around the corner.
She ran. Right. Arch gave chase.
Then I suppose I shall also give chase.
Okay. What to there?
Yeah, as far as I can go. It seems the responsible thing to do.
Okay. Right. Rags, it's your go.
Can I spend the turn collecting a bow and a quiver of arrows?
Yeah, of course.
All right. I assume that would just be... Would that be part of move and the whole turn spent doing that?
Yes, probably. Well, actually, you can't get burn arrows. There are just spearmen who are dead on the floor with spears. All the archers appear to be alive.
Well,
can Dev still, does he still have the effect of being able to speak to them?
It's Arch who had it. It's Arch who had it, not me. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. I don't know sign language for give me your bow and arrows, please.
You can just go try to take them, I guess.
You're going to find that you have less enforcement of that authority now, I assume.
You know what? I'm just gonna hang out next to Dev then, just in case, because I don't have much I can really do.
It's going to be a full session before you get any weapons, isn't it?
It might be.
Actually, I do have a short bow I can give you.
That would be magical.
Okay, well, I assume you're going to move over to Dev to collect the short bow then.
Correct.
Right.
Let me scoot that window away. I was trying to find... Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Can you grab it this turn? You got to wait for my turn to give it to you.
Presumably, we've got to wait for your turn to give it to him because it's on your
Okay.
person, unless he can just take it off you.
Do I have
not
your
sure.
consent?
Sure.
Right. Okay. Well, I don't see why you can't just take it off him then. I assume it's on your back or something. You know.
Yeah, I take the short bow and
How many arrows?
how many arrows?
How many? I think I have 10 arrows, 9 arrows. Let me look. I can't find my arrows.
Oh God.
Truly,
I know
an
they're in
art,
here.
one of the
I know
archer's
they're in
biggest
here.
problems.
I have 9 arrows. They're right here. And
I
I
have
have 1
9
short bow.
arrows.
9 arrows and 1 short bow.
9 arrows and a short bow. Got it.
Yeah.
Now I got something.
Yep. The short bow does d6 damage. But I'll assume that's your turn. Right. It's Unga, who is now running in a blind panic.
Well, whose fault was that, Unga?
Right. Okay. It's Dev's go.
Did these 6 guys appear to be doing anything?
Nope. They're standing there looking quite worried. They look defeated.
They look defeated. Okay. I like to cautiously approach one
Okay.
and then put out my hand and like kind of point at the spear and just like wave it towards me, like give me the spear.
Are you trying to persuade him?
Yes,
Not
I guess,
trying
but well, through sign language, but yes.
Yeah, you can use sign language.
Okay, let's
Go
do
on.
persuasion.
Yeah, after a moment's hesitation, he hands you the spear.
All right. I assume I can't do it to all 6 of them in one turn.
Probably not in one turn, though.
Okay.
Arch.
I'll move as far as I can and still do both of my attacks.
So what, 30 feet? So probably about there. Okay.
And I'll shoot her with the bow.
Yep. That's a miss.
Why didn't we take away her armor?
Because you stabbed her?
That's it. 12 plus 8.
It's because of the
Aaron.
crit, the 27. It's just 12.
Yeah, it's not a critical. But 12 is still pretty fucking good, really. Okay, she now has an arrow sticking out of her back, but she's still on her feet and she's still running.
Man, these fat chicks.
Oozily.
Yes, the need for some sort of ranged attack now occurs to me. However, it also occurs to me that I am supposed to have a spider lolly somewhere. I don't know if she survived last session, if I dismissed her.
She's
remember
no
that?
longer on this plane of existence.
Okay.
She's been banned?
She's been deplatformed from reality.
Oozily, you have the bow the same bow that I had. We both had
I
one.
do.
Yeah.
Chances of me well, I need to re-equip to it as well, which is going to take a turn, and then I lose her. I think I better keep running, because if she slows down, I can catch her.
If you drop your glaive, you can re-equip it as a free action. You just can't put your glaive away. You have to abandon your glaive on the floor.
See, that is something I'm not particularly happy doing. Especially since...
no, you can interact with objects, so drop it, pick it up again.
To be
Because
fair,
D&D is dumb.
Really?
Yep.
That
Free
seems-
action,
that's a-
interact with object.
Oh.
in that case, why isn't it a free action to put it into my bag?
Who the
Or-
fuck knows?
right, okay, well, let's... we're not going to have picking up your thing as a free action.
Okay. So we've changed that rule, which we've been using for a very long time now.
Picking up stuff hasn't been a free action.
No, picking up, interacting with an object is literally a free action.
Yeah, but I don't think this is the same thing as interacting with an object.
I see.
I think that's manipulating something or something like that, isn't it?
Like pushing a button, I guess.
Yeah.
Could like run, push a button and still have an action.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many actions will interacting with an object take now?
Well, the interacting with an object is still listen. Interacting with an object is still free action, but I don't agree that picking up your weapon is the same category as interacting with an object.
Especially if you drop it in order to pick it up as a freebie to circumvent unequipping it to pull out another weapon.
Yeah, I mean that's just naked rules lawyering.
Well, I wasn't planning on doing it anyway. It just seems like a hole in the rules.
Do you want to just keep running, do you?
Yes, I'd like to run and get as close to her as I can.
Well, I think you can actually move all the way up to her. Right?
Yeah, I think I was within... Yeah. Just can't attack on this turn, I guess?
No.
Although, she is within my range. Do I have a feat that does something with that? I don't think I do yet. I think Sentinel would have done, but I don't have that yet. But never mind.
Right, okay. Rags, it's your go.
I'm gonna stay here with Dev.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to try and grab a weapon with me? Try to disarm this crowd?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. With you there, I think that'll make a whole lot more sense, especially because they know that you're gonna probably fuck them up. So let's do that. What exactly can I?
Do you want to persuade or demand?
I'm going to. I think from this point, it would probably be best to persuade because I'm already in a position of authority, I assume, with Dev there, and they saw what we did to everyone else.
Actually, would you get advantage because we're both doing it?
No.
No?
Arch, why did we leave Rags and Dev with the prisoners?
It's not so much that you left us, it's that we stayed here with the prisoners.
But right, but do you want to persuade or demand the prisoner?
I will...
intimidate. Sorry.
Let me see. I don't think I have any particular bonus in either, so would it really matter?
Well, no. Well, I mean, the consequences could be different.
All right, I'll persuade.
Okay.
So let me see. I guess I'll just roll that. Hey, it's 18.
Yeah, you have to have a bit of a back and forth with him, but eventually he gives up his bow and arrows to you. So he gives you a short bow with 10 flint arrows.
Short bow with 10 arrows. Are all arrows counted as the same for combat purposes?
No.
No? All right.
No, you like normal ones that you guys get are iron tipped and do D6 damage. These ones do D4 damage.
Okay. And I get 10 of them?
Yep.
Sweet.
Isn't flint sharper than iron or steel?
No.
It could be sharper, but it could be far more brittle.
Yeah,
it's like obsidian.
I have to clarify, is this another new thing? Because there are no different arrows.
Oh, well, this is something I've been doing for the whole time. So, but you've only had access to iron.
So iron is like the default, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
But there are different ones, and I have got it all written down. So,
right. And may I ask how for this? So a short bow is 1d6 piercing, and a flint arrow is 1d4 damage. Does that use the damage of the arrow instead of the bow?
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
It's so I can give you stuff that's better than normal, but not magical. But anyway.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah. Sorry, whose turn was that? It was yours, wasn't it, Rex? Right. Right. Okay, it's Anka's turn.
Do I get an opportunity attack if she tries to leave my zone?
Yes, but she can disengage. But then she can only move 30. I guess she's going to do that. Is that 30? Right. Dev?
I'll do the same to this guy here. Try to get his weapons.
Right, okay, go on then.
Where's persuasion?
He refuses to give his weapon up.
All right. Can I? Is that a full? I can't try another.
Yeah, I'd say that's your turn.
All right. That's that.
Right, okay, Arch.
I'll sprint up to her then.
What, 60 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okie doke. Uzlu.
I think what I'm going to do next is slightly predictable. I shall take the 30.
Yep.
And then I shall take the chunk of her that comes out with this. Hey, right. You know I'm standing next to Arch?
Yes.
That's a hit, right?
What, on Arch?
No. Arch is standing next to me and we're attacking her. And we're behind her, so we get advantage.
Advantage.
Yeah.
To be fair, you probably do have advantage. That's correct.
Yeah. Thank you.
That was lucky.
It was. but completely
but completely within the rules, so I guess I can't argue it. Go on.
Well, I only hit 6, but I can do it again.
Yeah. Go on then.
Someone in the chat pointed out that the Anga Banga thick chick had her hit points down last turn, and now she's completely healed.
No, she'd already had damage on her before they started hitting her.
I have a feeling she might not be as well anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she collapses.
The end of an era. And now let's end the rest of it.
Yeah, she is on the floor and she is bleeding out. The combat's over.
Right. I make sure.
Okay, well, you can just run her through.
Well, it just so happens that Arch and I are the two that want to kill her, and we're the only two here. So I'm just gonna whistle to myself.
No deep moral argument now, is there?
No. The moralizing is back in the cave.
Yeah, I mean, you can run her through.
I will.
Okay, well then she dies. Let me find the blood thing. Sorry.
Now Usually, just chill here for a second. I'm going to walk back and use however many actions it is now to pick up a weapon and come back and chop her head off.
Why don't you just use your saber?
Because I dropped that for my longbow. And I still didn't get an answer on how many actions that is, because it'll be useful.
How many actions is what, sorry?
Picking up a weapon.
An action, I guess.
Okay.
Not to be full of such IBS spurgery, but what did you run her through with?
Arrows.
An arrow.
Fair enough. I'll accept that.
To be fair, she's laying bleeding out on the floor. You could take an arrow and stab it through her neck. I mean, no one's going to stop you.
Well, you actually have 2 swords, don't you, Arch?
I could just use the other one.
Yeah, you have the mastercrafted one and you have the regular rapier.
God, imagine trying to cut someone's head off with a fucking rapier. Right, okay, you can go back and get your saber though, and obviously do that. In the meantime, Dev and Rags, what are you doing with the remaining 6 tribesmen of this tribe that you are slowly genociding?
Okay, can we continue to? I mean, now that combat's over, we can just roll for them, right?
Yeah, of course. The one in the middle didn't want to give up his weapon though. Yeah.
Do you want to try him, Rags? Because you can also persuade. I already tried it once.
Sure. I'll give it a try here.
Go on then.
Nice roll on the one you didn't use.
That's fair.
That's charisma.
All right. So the middle guy really wants to keep his stuff.
No. Click on the persuasion skill, not the charisma skill. Standard.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, he gives his bow over to you and another 10 flint arrows.
I'll just add it to my collection.
Let's try the last 3, I guess, Rags. We'll kind of go around him and try him. I'll try the one on the left first with a spear.
Your arrows will make a fine addition to my collection.
Yeah, he gives you a spear.
All right. If you want to try, you want to go?
Let me go to the other. Let me go to the other spear guy because it might be nice if I have a spear in my.
I just got his.
You got both spears?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, then the guy to my top left, I will ask him the same thing.
He's not persuaded.
And you're pumping out these 20s on the off rolls.
Yeah.
I guess I'll move over here and I'll try the one Rags didn't get.
Okay.
Persuasion.
He's not persuaded. In fact, now he's looking pretty fucking indignant. He starts gibbering something in foreign.
Ah, god damn it. Okay, you want to try? Let's try the last one. It's this guy, the middle one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, persuasion. God damn it. You want to try him, Rex?
Hang on a second.
Fine.
Hang on. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Yeah, he openly refuses and he starts getting indignant too.
Okay.
Right, what are you doing, Rags?
I rolled persuasion for the same thing.
Yeah, but you weren't doing anything when you rolled it.
Well,
sorry, I know I'm being a dick, but like you're like, oh, I've got a 20, but like we weren't in a position where you were supposed to roll.
All right. I attempt to persuade and do the same thing that Dev did.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, fucking hell! Am I the new?
Yeah, he reluctantly. I guess he must be persuaded by his friend standing next to him and hands over his bow and 10 flint arrows.
He is fucking thrilled to give me these. He's like, I've been carrying these around for so fucking long. Thank you. I'm no longer a combatant. You saved my life.
So the
openly refusing to give them to one of you, and then joyed to give them to the other.
Like, oh, white person.
It's not that they're overjoyed, but they don't see any other option.
So the
only last one voluntarily gives up his bow and arrows.
Oh, okay. So we have all 6 sets.
You've got four bows and 40
I have
flint arrows from that, and then 2 spears, flint.
Okay.
So can I give Uzulu his one a short bow?
Yeah, my bow. I'll take my bow back.
So
thank you.
Taking it off of me. So you now have a short bow. So I only have 3 strapped around my shoulders.
I think you just said Uzulu instead of Dev.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
See, it's easy to make that mistake. I don't know why. But
Uzulu, Dev,
on that note, Uzulu and Arch, what are you doing?
I seem to just be where the human mouth wants to go, which explains a lot of things, actually.
Right.
Sawing the fat woman's head off and then going back.
Okay, you saw off her head.
Right, then I'll bring it back to the tribesmen in the cave.
Okay, Uzulu, you going with him?
Are we not doing the resurrection plan now, Arch?
Yep. You ran. Not my fault.
Okay.
Yeah,
the conditions
I
of the deal have changed.
Right.
Pray we don't alter it further, lads.
We're going to kill you more.
Okay, so
See
now
you ran. Bad idea. Now I'll just approach the next guy in line and go, right, like I said, now you'll guide us to your women and children.
Okay, yeah, like defeated, head bowed. He just starts walking and motions to follow him. And there's some objections from his tribesmen friends, but he just carries on.
All they needed was the right convincing.
I love that we four have successfully and convincingly quelled this island.
Do you want to like tie them up or something? Like tie their hands before we get going, or
no? I think they've got the fucking message this time.
All right, let's go. See, I'm on board with this because she refused our offer. So my character's like, okay, well, we gave her the chance and we were being charitable.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, we were very charitable.
Relatively
fucking charitable, yeah.
My character crosses himself as we exit the cave with the head.
Oh, yeah,
your character's on this fucking ship, V. Go away.
No, I didn't go to the ship.
No, he's standing outside the cave.
All charities are just.
Sargon, before I leave, I'd like to do a blessing over the woman's corpse as we pass by.
Okay.
Her headless corpse.
Yep.
Wait, should you cast it on her head or on her body?
That is a genuinely good question.
That is a genuinely good question.
I'll do one for each.
Jesus Christ, you can't double up. That's not fair to everyone else.
You're going to send them to heaven in parts.
You wouldn't want any half of it.
To be fair, no, I'm not going to say it.
Actually, yeah, why would you bless her body? The point of that is to get believers to heaven, right? Not unbelievers.
If I recall, in medieval times, people believed that the consciousness was located in the heart, not the brain.
No, that's not the point. Why would
that's
you?
Not my question.
Why would you give sacred rights to a heathen?
You
know, like
because she was in the process of converting.
No, it doesn't matter. Unblessed children, like if they didn't get baptism, like babies who didn't get baptism wouldn't be buried in the same place with other people who did.
You know, she became an enemy of the Inquisition.
He's already given you his reason. He considered her converting.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, you can do it, but the theoretical argument could continue, but let's not.
But
no, go for it.
No. Let's.
Right, says let's. So
right. So I'm not going to bother finding loads of icons for the kids and stuff, but he leads them out towards the the jungle surrounding the village, and after about 15 minutes of walking, you come across just like banana leaf tents and shanties. It's pretty wretched. Probably about 20 women and children there.
Matches the rest of the town.
Now, I'm curious at this point what Arch's plan is, because the original idea with finding these guys was to show them a resurrection. Now we don't have a complete body to resurrect. Are we going to kill one of the other tribes people and resurrect them, or are we just going to turn this slow genocide into a conclusive genocide?
The plan was never to resurrect them to begin with.
Okay,
I'm just going to hold up to the head now and explain to them once again. Well, I think third time now. This is the fucking problem.
I'm starting to quite enjoy the Dread Lord Arch.
I'll fucking mime at them. You know, fighty, this no happen.
Cortez Arch has turned up. Oh god. Okay. Well, what you're trying to intimidate them, I assume.
You don't. Sargon, you don't let me use charisma to persuade people in some scenarios because it's unreasonable to persuade them. Like, you shouldn't roll for NPCs when it's goddamn unreasonable for them not to be persuaded.
Yeah. Do we need me for charisma anymore?
Okay, look, you say that, right? But there are lots and lots of examples that I could pull out of people doing kind of like doing things you wouldn't have expected in a situation like this. Like they'll take their own life. Okay, yeah, sure. Right. So
I believe you. It's fine. I believe you.
I'm fine with them committing suicide. I'm all.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. So, do you want to try and like impose on them like this? Obviously, you do. So just fucking hell. Okay, good.
There you go.
Okay. Well, I mean,
do I need to make another lesson?
You stand there berating them, holding this dripping head about this. They're now status as serfs of yours, blah 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 blah, and they all kind of sort of like one by one start salaaming towards you until you finish speaking, and they're all just prostrate on the floor in front of you.
Hey, it worked.
Yep. There we go. Right, I'll toss the severed head to V and go resurrect that.
Yeah, V, you tell us all about your resurrection skills.
Actually, it doesn't work if the body is.
Don't say. I'll just nod sagely and go like, good information for the future.
Yeah, and I look at Lord Archer. It's like necromancy, my lord. That is heresy.
Oh, now it's necromancy.
Resurrected on a fucking whim and go like, yes, it is fucking necromancy, isn't it?
Right. Okay. So, what is it you want to do with the survivors now you have tamed them?
I just want them to stay away from the people we're going to send here in the future. That's all. Just fucking stop resisting and you can live.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, you can command them to do that, and they all whimper and beg for mercy and say they promise they'll do anything that you say.
There you go. They fucking figured it out.
Hey, I speak up. Mike, I speak up. Can you ask them where like all my stuff is, like the gear that I brought with the island to me?
You had stuff.
Yeah, you think they sent me here like this?
Yes. This is Sargon's fucking campaign. I expect
This is a magic and clothing light campaign.
Yeah, but they've already found it.
You were the scouts in party stripper.
Well, no, the stuff was the stuff that they threw into the pit.
Well, fuck. That wasn't called for.
We all started the game with good equipment, to be fair.
Yeah,
I'm sure we're the only one who started the game.
I am certain the prince will reimburse me. So,
yeah, optimistic.
Is Red threatening my fucking peasants?
What? How? How could that possibly be interpreted as a threat to your peasants?
Right. Okay. So, Lord Arch, I assume that you've basically taken command of the mission at this point. What are you doing? Are you staying on this island? I mean, you've cowed them into obedience.
Can we start calling him Lord Arch of Shitstain Island?
It's not, the island's not that bad. I mean, it's quite a large island. There's a lot of it you haven't explored.
It didn't feel very good being there.
That might have been.
That's the most millennial answer I've ever heard.
It could have been the people, not the geography, to be fair.
Yeah, but if the millennials were doing what we were doing, I would understand.
Well, they were back in the days of Cortez.
This is like the opposite of New Monitor Island, New Sentinel Island.
Well, no, it was kind of similar in a lot of ways. I mean, they had the same kind of border policy, which I approve of, frankly.
Fair enough.
Like, I don't begrudge them for protecting their borders.
Right, V, do you want to drag this out some more? Should we stay here for a month and convert them?
The fuck did I do? We need to have a discussion after it gets
convert them. I've got them kneeling.
Okay, Arch, do you have time for me to explain? Because I'm willing to do this and put you all to shame. That's fine. I remember one autistic person saying, "Go talk with the." No. See, this is what you do.
Hang on. Order.
Yeah, can I defend myself from these slanderous accusations?
Go on. We will hear thee.
All right.
All remember.
I remember some spastic suggested I go talk with the natives, and I'm talking with them, and it's like, what the fuck do you want me to accomplish? No one actually said the point of me talking. In fact, I didn't even want to investigate the island. I wanted to go back and finish the main quest. But for some goddamn reason, we're still on the island. I don't know why. Okay. I'm genuinely curious what you're going to do with these people, Arch.
I think it's a reasonable assumption to assume that you would want to convert every wayward, pointless soul you can, V, considering history.
Hang on a sec. So, V, Arch has asked you if you want to convert these people. Do you want to convert these people?
Do we have the Catholic interpretation? Because some people would say that Indians don't have souls and thus they can't be converted. But
stopped you previously.
Yeah, I was going to say it's up to you. What interpretation
I suggest we round them up, tie them up, and take them to the Inquisition, and more enlightened people than myself will figure out what to do with them.
This religion is remarkably pliable, as always.
Why don't you have your cult take them in?
No.
Okay.
They can't even speak the language. They're useless.
That is a good point.
We can teach them. We can teach them.
No, we
they'll
can't.
Learn. A couple months, they'll learn.
Here's what I think we should do. We should V can give the sermon, do a mass conversion, and then be like, we'll be back later, and then we'll have the church send some people.
No, we should take them to the Inquisition. Maybe there's even a reward, and we get some reputation with the Inquisition.
Why? Hang on. Like, you would know. Your character would know that the Inquisition wouldn't really give a shit about these people.
I can't imagine.
I would say it's like, look, it's interesting. We found these people that never heard of the Lord,
and they would be like, wow, that is fascinating. Now, I'm concerned about what Cardinal X is doing to Bishop Y and how that's going to affect the Pope's interests. They don't care about 5-6 tribesmen, man. Like they're the international power brokers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I think what we can expect from the Inquisition is that they will send some people here to start converting the people like long term, and it doesn't have to be us. We can just tell them that we found them.
The Inquisition are not going to do something like that. These people aren't Nerofians. Well, they don't. The Inquisition is concerned about keeping the faithful on the track of the faith. I mean, your character would know that. They don't care about some heathens. Any Inquisitor worth his salt would probably say, kill them all. God would know his own.
Well, exactly, which is why I want to bring them to the Inquisition.
Why don't you just murder them? No one's going to stop you. No one's literally, even if you went back and said, yeah, we killed 500 tribesmen, everyone's just going to be like, that's
yeah, Lord Arch didn't order me to do it, so.
Let me rephrase. The Inquisition wouldn't care, but I'm sure there's some faction within the church that would want to send missionaries here, and that's what we should.
What, the Marxists?
We should go back.
Do we have one in our midst, Dev? A sympathizer.
Well, do you want to take them back with you or not? I mean, are you interested in trying to convert them?
I think some person back on the island would be fascinated with these people, so we should take them.
Can the ship even hold 27 more people?
Probably not. At least not in good conditions.
Do we even want to bring them on the ship?
Pack them in.
Smelly and violent.
Well, I mean, why? I mean, I don't know. Take one or two. Who knows?
I'll do whatever Watch wants me to do. So
I think we should leave them here and just tell the relevant people that they're here. I'm satisfied that they are sufficiently cucked that we can send what's his face, the prince here, and he won't have any more than a minuscule risk of any resistance. We can tell him; he'll know to expect it. He might be able to do something with them. If not, he'll kill them.
I think one knight could probably take over this island at this point.
Yeah.
I think that's what we do. We just go back. Let's go.
I mean, 4 Mongoloids manage it with way more people here to subdue, so one knight probably could handle 25 pointless leftovers.
Yeah, and like only 6 of them are even combatants, and they don't even have any arms. So, like,
we took their fucking sticks away.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like
stick throwers.
Yeah, like I don't think this is a strategic concern of anyone's.
What if he's got a pointed stick?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what? Okay, so are you finishing your exploration of the island at all, or are you just leaving?
Stop telling people to keep exploring the island, you artist.
I am asking you what your decisions are.
First and foremost, Dev, give them back their sticks.
Why am I giving them back their sticks?
Because the poor fuckers might want to hunt.
That is actually a good point.
Now that they've completely submitted to Arch cares about their welfare. No. Seriously, that's the Mongol method.
Yes.
It's very effective. I'm not begrudging it. I'm just observing.
I will take
stealing everything.
Here, I'll take the two spears, and I'll put them like against this tree over here.
You can just give them to. You're a fucking level 6 character. It's a flint spear.
You could give them to.
Okay, fine. I'll give them back to.
Give me one.
Acting like they're
so I have a melee weapon.
I'll give them back the spears. They have their spears.
Okay.
There you go.
Listen, pointy sticks are not to be underestimated.
Right. Okay. They take them and like bow their heads to you.
Okay. Great.
Rags.
What?
How many of the pointy sticks have you stolen?
I don't have. Do you mean like arrows pointy sticks or spears pointy sticks or?
The fat man had 2 spears, and I count 6 savages.
At this point, it's fine if they have 2. They're 2 cheap flint spears. They're basically tribal weapons. I would be more advantageous with a short bow in practically every regard. Besides, the way I see it, it's not like I'm greedy to get sticks with sharp rocks tied to the end.
Right, we're gonna have to launch an investigation to who stole the rest of the spears.
I wasn't there. Don't look at me.
There was 2 spears, 4 bows, and 40 arrows.
Okay, well, give them back at least half of the bows and arrows, then. Poor fuckers.
So I'd just like to thank Daisy and Chronologue. I hope you have a good Christmas too, man. And subscribe star seem really good so far. I've emailed their CEO a bunch of times, and he seems responsive, and he's telling me, about the things I'm asking. So, so far so good. But who knows what will happen in the future? But
respond to my emails. That's a start.
Well, yeah, dude, it's a massive fucking step up from Gat Conte and Patreon.
Do you know I was shadow banned in Patreon? Like, if you look for the Patreon search engine and you look for V, my page doesn't come up.
Really?
Yeah, I'm legitimately shadow banned on Patreon.
Fucking hell!
Did you try that one not logged in?
Patreon V. I just googled Patreon V.
Yeah, but it's actually Google, not a search.
No, just go on Patreon and search for my name.
All right, okay. I'm gonna go get another cup of tea. I'll be back in a moment. You guys decide what you're doing, and then we're going to do it.
Can we do the campaign? Can we finish the main quest, please?
I swear to God, I am going to remember your insistent about this.
Well, I'm trying to just move the campaign along.
Let's get back on the road. We can leave these people here. We're good. We'll just get on the ship and go back. That's what my vote is.
Yeah. I'm done.
Romanian atheist V in Catholic Max Kolb?
Well, to be honest, if you look at the Catholic Church, they believe that the Indians have no soul. There was actually a theological debate over this.
Max Kolb, he's that cunt, isn't he? That's Red Pill Religion, isn't it? That's Dean Esme.
Oh, there is something I want to
but I can't find you on Patreon. No, actually, V, I actually can't find V on Patreon. What name do you use on Patreon?
V.
VEE?
Yeah. No, I'm shadow banned. I'm telling you.
Creators, page 2.
Yeah, I'm looking at my page. It exists.
Page 3.
But it's just that Patreon decided to shadow ban me for some reason. Like, they actually shadow ban creators, which is interesting.
Wow, that's actually interesting. I can't find him.
I can't find it either. What's your Patreon URL?
It's just go on Google and search Patreon V, and you will find me. right? Like people who go on my channel know where my page is. But if you go on Patreon and you do a search, normal search for me, it's not going to pop up.
Let's see.
Well, they can't really claim to be
You're right.
unbiased now, can they?
Wow. Like,
yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I
but if
gotta
I go
go to my pledges because I give you a little something every month.
I
go
searched.
on
I searched
Subscribestar,
Monroe.
yeah,
And I
find me.
Illusion.
Your memberships? Is that what it is?
But if I go on Subscribestar, I exist.
I'm not going to
Yeah,
bother making.
I see. Yeah, I can see you here, but I can't search and find you.
I'm gonna have
I do hear that Subscribestar's pretty good. I'm gonna wait till I get my channels back to make one though. It doesn't seem right not doing anything.
That's kind
what
of
I have heard
up.
about it. What I have heard about it is that it doesn't it still use Patreon, the PayPal and Stripe, so it's still vulnerable to that.
Yeah, but they seem at least a bit more open, you know.
Plus, another alternative, if all else fails, is Minds. They have a similar system, though you have to go through their crypto, abstraction.
Yeah.
But if anyone does want to contribute to us in crypto, just use our Minds account.
People in the chat room have been asking where my channel went. Well, it's old news now, but like a week and a half ago, a bunch of old anime reviews that were privated on a side channel got automatically copyright striked. They had 0 views. It was all bots doing it. And I got 10 copyright strikes when I uploaded them.
Well,
So
like
basically-
Monkey Jones just had like his channels terminated.
Yeah.
So basically, the best argument possible for a reform of the YouTube copyright automated system is what got you taken down.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
and
and
because-
got someone that I know, a friend of mine, to work with Mumsky. Mumsy. What's his name?
Monkey. So
Monkey,
hopefully,
yeah.
even though Monkey decided to snipe at Mahler from Twitter and his live streams for no reason, I still don't want him to lose his channels. So
Yeah, I
don't-
got him in touch with a trusted flagger, and hopefully he's going to get it.
hopefully it will, because it's clearly broken system. It's clearly being abused.
Which did he get community strikes or copyright strikes?
He got community strikes for like hate speech and violent imagery and stuff like that because of stuff relating to mostly Elliot Rogers.
Yeah, he's pretty much fucked then. I got copyright strikes, and even though I got 10 of them, so I can't log in to appeal them, I got in touch with somebody at YouTube, surprisingly, and he told me how if you've been locked out of your account and it's a copyright issue, you can manually file by filling out a form and emailing it to them. So I was shown that. I'm part of an MCN, so the MCN guy got me in touch with his YouTube guy, so I got to meet him a little bit.
The chair squeaks in agony.
Yeah, V, why don't you quiet your shit down?
I'm sitting on a sofa, so that's not my chair.
But if it's copyright, you have a fair chance of getting the channel back eventually if you just wait out the 2 weeks. But if it's community guidelines, you're pretty much off YouTube.
No, I got several guidelines reinstated, so it's fine.
Yeah, but if you have 3 at once, you just lose your channel.
Yeah, I got 3 at once, and I got my channel back.
Oh, that's pretty good. You had to like do the backdoor appeal.
Yeah, and the guy I did the backdoor appeal with is the one that I got Monkey to talk to. I'm very optimistic for him.
Well, I should get it back on the 14th, maybe the 17th, but probably the 14th. So I'm looking forward to getting back to it. Oh, there's something else I want to show everyone since we have a minute here. You guys remember these, right? These are the finished versions now. There's Arch's character there.
Hey, that looks pretty cool.
And there's mine. He increased the polygons on him quite a bit. Look better.
Like Buddha.
Yeah, there's Uzulu's. And V, I just noticed that yours has an angel on your shoulder.
I don't want to demean the guy that made these, but they look like they were made on that free online statue maker where you can just pick the body parts.
I don't know how he did it, but he wants to. He works, I think, at a company that makes D&D figurines, and he wants to make a run of these. if people are willing to buy them.
Maybe he works out at the company that provides that configurator that I've found online.
Maybe. But I put up a Twitter poll to see if people would want to actually spend some money on these. So if you do, please, or even if you don't, please vote, because he wants to get a somewhat accurate amount that a run would cost.
Right. Okay. So what was the decision?
We didn't talk about it.
We talked about V's Patreon shadow ban.
Yeah, we didn't
Monkey
want to.
Jones.
We didn't want to deprive you of the
my
opportunity
copyrights
to witness our discussions.
I want to go back on the ship and do the main quest. That's my vote.
Okay.
Yeah, I vote with that too. We'll leave these people behind. Maybe we'll go to the church when we get back and send missionaries. But otherwise, I think we can just go.
I think unless Arch wants to do something different, we're all on the
Lord
same
Arch, what is your decision?
This is what we're gonna do. V, earn your fucking keep as a priest for the first time in this campaign. Give them the basic blessing, like, oh yes, you're a part of my religion now. That way we can go home to the prince and say, yeah, we converted a whole island full of heretics and not lie.
Okay, well, all right. I'll give them the quick rundown of what their religion is, and I'll ask them if they want to convert. What type of role would that be?
What do you mean,
Don't even ask them. They're converted now. Just give them the on the in-nomine
do that, like Lord Jesus watches, the prophet watches over me. So Sargon, what type of role would it be? Like
it's essentially mandatory death insurance.
Yeah, I'm basically giving them the rundown of what the religion is, like the very, very short version of it.
Well, I guess you can make a religion check to see
or a performance.
Well, I mean,
I think it's religion.
I make a religion check. So trying to explain the source material to them.
I would recommend that you do a rousing performance.
Okay,
so the wave of heresy comes out of my mouth.
hey, charisma character, do you need to borrow the Ranger's charisma?
Okay, no. Okay, so V explains an interpretation of the religion to them. It's very specific to V. Probably wouldn't find much academic backing, but he explains an interpretation of the religion to them.
V, do you want to give me the powers of voice and then I can try?
No.
Since I am also...
No, because my character is confident that he did a good job.
That's fabulous. I love it.
Are you even role-playing at this point?
So I asked them, to gain communion, to gain the baptism.
Yeah, I'm well aware that you're giving them a terrible interpretation. Go on.
Right. So I asked them to come towards the boat so we can give them the baptism.
Oh, what, you want to go down to the ocean to do it?
Yeah, I mean, we're on our way. We asked them to come,
Was it that was complaining about us wasting time?
Well, no, because it's on the way.
V never wastes time.
Yeah, it's on the way, V, but baptism on 27 people isn't instantaneous.
Yeah, we're obviously going to skim it along. It's not that I'm not going to individually baptize 27 people.
No, roll for baptism.
Uzlu, there's two of us. We can both do it. We can kind of two-person this.
Okay.
All I asked you was to give them the quick fucking in nomine patre, and you're like, no. Well,
let's go to the water, and I'll give them in nomine di patria.
Okay, let's do it, V. I guess we'll both start baptizing them then.
Yeah, okay. You can baptize them. The rest of the tribe are there, obviously.
I'm glad it's not cold outside.
No, it's a tropical island.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad.
I would like to. Can I show some art, guys?
Yeah.
We have two new ones stocked up. The person didn't want to be credited because apparently they work professionally. But they drew this. Killing the whale.
Deserved.
And then Ritualist did this one here.
Ritualist is better.
Yeah, that's awesome.
There we go.
I'll use that as a thumbnail. But thank you to the other anonymous person as well. That was great art. Right, okay, yeah, you spend like an hour baptizing them all.
The people on the boat see, I guess.
Well, I mean, it's going to be difficult to figure out. Well, I mean, maybe they'll be able to figure out what you're doing, actually.
Why are they drowning those people? Oh, never mind.
No, I think that, that's fair. Yeah, they probably do see.
All right, yeah.
Not much else to look at.
Then that's it. Yeah, we're off.
The very best they're going to be thinking of is these guys are pretty
I'll tell them that we'll be sending new friends to them eventually.
Okay.
It's V who has the voice right now.
Okay, and in that case, Dev, if you want to hold this house for a little bit longer, I'll turn to V and go, V, Dev is being a bitch. Touch me.
I actually don't have more level 3 spells to give you the tongues, but I'll relay to them that they're now members of the faith. They're not allowed to attack other people that look like us.
How did you get their voices back on you then, V, if you don't have them anymore?
I had it casted since last
It's
session.
like kindergartners in a classroom raising their hands.
I'm going to cast last session too. Dev, you shit.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was only one person at a time.
No.
V,
Okay,
do you have a slot available for the conjure food and water? I think that would probably solidify.
No, it's a level 3 as well.
Yeah, that sucks. Never mind.
Right. You return to the boat.
My God, it's over.
Everyone is there. You know, Captain Albert comes up to you and says, "So what happened? Were you baptizing those people on the beach?"
Yes, they're converted members of the faith now.
Oh, he just smiles. Oh, good job.
Thank you.
Like
Lord Arch convinced them.
So how many actual scouts are you bringing back?
One.
Hello.
No, there was the 2 that we rescued, but they got killed, and there was the one that did manage to get
The
back
ones
on
we
boat.
rescued, but they got killed.
They
We're
got
not
killed.
bringing them back, are we?
Yeah, because that's right. We burned them in the boat. I had to think about it for a minute. No, there's Rags and one other guy.
Hello.
Rag's a fucking scout. We haven't determined this yet.
Once they figured out that the witch was on the beach, they rescued the witch, and then they killed the scouts as a message. And then we went back, killed the witch, and managed to rescue Rags.
So, question: did you guys name the island?
I think it's all
Arstoria.
just their name.
Let's come up with something.
Archlandia.
Okay, well I'll write that down. Hang on.
Archistan.
Archistan.
Yeah, what we call this island?
I like Archie Stan.
Yeah. Oh, I would like to, in fact, turn to the captain and say, you don't have to worry about that witch that we had on the boat earlier because I kicked her into a pit.
Yeah, after you freed her.
We can leave that part out.
Well, if you want to tell him about the battle and stuff, he enjoys the tale.
Can I roll for a performance to tell them about the battle and exaggerate everything?
Yes, if you must.
I will emphasize on Lord Arch's glory.
I would once again point out the whole wasting time thing.
Yeah, can we get underway before we do this?
Yeah. After about 5 minutes, he's like, "Right, I'm bored. Let's go." It's going to take about, I think, 5 days to sail back to Penderley.
I assume I can get like some clothes.
Yes. They have spare clothes they can give you, like
Hooray!
A regular sort of freeman's outfit. You know.
Do they have any
sailing
rags?
What?
Are we sailing directly this time instead of going around the coast?
Well, yeah, you found the scouts.
Okay.
Right, so it takes 5 days to travel. The journey is uneventful, and you arrive back in the ports, and there are more boats than there were before.
Uneventful with this party.
Yes. Well, I mean, sorry, I shouldn't say it like that, right? So technically, it was an uneventful voyage, but there was undoubtedly loads of man drama that happened all across the entire ship,
drama,
day to day to day, and it's undoubtedly been like a 3-day running argument with now 2 sides who literally just won't speak to each other because everyone's in a pissy. So
the biggest problem is I keep dropping my sword and I can't fucking pick it back up again.
So you arrive back in that's a great example of it. Thank you. So you arrive back in the port and everyone is finally glad to be off the fucking boat. So
we all walk off the boat in different directions.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, that's exactly how it felt. So anyway, right. As you're pulling into the port, you see there are many more ships than before moored there. It looks like things are coming to the sort of apex of the preparations, and it's very, very busy. There are cargo ships coming and going, people on the docks constantly. You can see it's just this like constant flurry of movement everywhere in the town area by the docks, and then you've got to push through to get out. But you take 4 hours, I think, to walk back to So yeah, 3 hours to walk back to the encampment where the Crusaders.
To my cult.
To get back to your cult, yes.
My people.
I'm glad we're just openly calling it a cult now. We've just accepted it. We're just
except when the Inquisition's around.
This just came in a minute ago. May 1. No confidence.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it?
Jesus.
I already predicted it on my live stream, just so you can know. Thunderfoot, I'm a better predictor. Okay, write it down, Thunderfoot.
Right, okay, so I take it you're going back to the refugee camp.
So could we call V a confidence man?
Confidence man, yeah. Well, it's not that I wanted her to win. I just pointed out the obvious that she's going to win.
Yeah.
There's one thing I'd like to do first. I guess maybe on the way back to the camp, I'd like to stop in the market. I have one thing to look for. Don't worry, it won't be long.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I veto this.
Just 1 second. Press F for Brexit.
No, it's not like you think. I mean, if no deals are made, and the EU have said that they won't agree to a deal, and they keep saying this as well, that they won't renegotiate any deal. When we hit what I think is 29th of March, then we just leave.
Yeah, the only difference now is it's no deal with May instead of with Bojo, which sucks relatively, but it's better than nothing.
It's better than her deal.
Yes.
So,
Unless she makes up another deal, another plea.
We'll talk about it afterwards because we'll do like a live stream afterwards. Let's finish this first. Right. Okay. So, yeah, you can go to the market, Dev. The market is bustling. And again, there are noticeably more people around.
Am I forced to go to? Could I have gone to the market in Penderley as we were walking through the town, or do I have to go to the camp one?
What, to the city? You can go and apply to see if you're allowed in.
Weren't we already in it?
No.
Oh, the docks don't let out into the city?
No, no. The docks are like half a mile away from the city.
Okay, I'll just go to the marketplace then. I don't want to spend too much time. I'm going to look for a mastercrafted quarterstaff. What's the role?
Just I guess a search or something equivalent to that.
Investigation.
Yeah,
I'm going to try and get an upgrade the way that Arch did with his saber. Investigation.
You do not find a mastercrafted quarterstaff, I'm afraid. You find some nice looking ones, like ornate ones, but nothing mastercrafted.
Nothing that would be better damage than my current?
No, nothing significantly more. No.
All right, I'll just head back to the camp then.
Well, do you need to get rags anything?
Yeah, because I don't have any money because all my stuff's. I mean, would I have a place in camp? You would inside in the prince's.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
You need to go see the prince.
Yeah. So until then, I don't really have much. Just clothes and a bow. So
the first thing I'm going to do is actually head to the prince.
Yeah, we should probably go there first.
Yeah, that's where I need to go. I have to make my report.
All right, let's go.
Okay, you can go over to Prince Emeric's camp.
We're off to see the wizard.
Yo, PE. You know me.
The shopping has been postponed.
We'll wave you in afterwards.
Yeah, I mean it's bustling and busy. As you approach, you can see knights on horses in full armor, like jousting with one another, and loads of the knights and foot soldiers are watching and cheering and betting, and there's drinks being sold. But they're just basically, they look like they're chomping at the bit, ready to go. But as you pass through the camp with no problem, obviously, and approach the gates at the prince's section of it, and you knock. The guards recognize who you are. You can talk to the guards and explain who they are, obviously. And one of them runs off and gets Chaplain Zabas, and he comes down and he says, "Oh, greetings! So you've returned from." From the archipelago, the outer isles or something, and you've brought back the scouts. Come with me. I take it you took the scouts with you.
Yes.
Right. And he leads you in to see the prince. The prince is just lounging around. He looks bored.
Well, we're about to fucking change that.
Okay. Are we all there? The whole party?
Yeah, you walk into the tent, but he's not really paying attention. He's just staring off into the distance.
Okay. Well, I'll see if I can catch his attention subtly.
Well, how are you going to do that?
I don't know. Let's see.
Are you sure you don't want to catch his attention alphally?
I was thinking of basically just pushing Rags into the room and go like, "We picked up your thing, Massa."
Well, you can introduce it any way you prefer.
Be nice and loud, if nothing else.
You really like us. I think just walk in, loudly proclaim his title, and say, "We have succeeded," and he'll be roused instantly.
You can
roused.
Well, I mean, whoever wants to speak can speak.
It's Archer's authority to speak, I think.
I'm not trusting anyone else with this. It'd be a terrible idea. Nope. I'll just go in there and hum somewhat loudly.
He ignores it.
Okay, plan B. I'll take the scout by the shoulder and push him in like, "We've found the scout, my lord."
He rolls his head towards you and says, "Oh, well, very good. That took a long time. So what did you find, scouts?" And I guess, are we talking about Rags or the scout himself?
Does Rag know what we found? Well, out of character?
Scouts, so yeah.
I'll tell them everything that I know.
Okay, you tell them that that you found a silver mine in the top of this mountain, that you've explored part of the outer archipelago.
Hold the fuck on. Hold the fuck on. Rags. Did you never think to tell anybody else about the cunting silver mine?
Who are you?
It's none of my They obviously don't have mining on that place. And you've explored some of the outer islands, and some of them are quite wild and bestial and worrying. And that's the description of.
Yes, we didn't ask about the island, so we weren't to know.
Yeah, I don't work for you. I don't work for you.
Right. Well, if this guy expects to have any of his equipment paid for,
you never asked.
Well, hang on a second. Right. So yeah, and then you tell them about the natives that captured you, I presume. The fact that they're backward savages. Then the prince says, "Well, what happened with them?" This is suddenly a lot more interesting as soon as you get to the part that you're captured.
Well, I tell them that the savages captured me and were about to sacrifice me to their strange heathen gods. And just as I thought all hope was lost, these gentlemen came in and with their daring feats of skill and bravery were able to subdue the last of part of the last of the tribe there at this death pit. And there was arrows and there was swinging and all sorts of battle things happening.
Thing you can do a performance check and see if you can impress him.
Yeah, I suppose I could take a look. It's better than not doing it, I suppose.
Well, if it's not a very good performance check, it won't impress him.
Yeah, well, I'll just then in that case, I'll just tell them that they fought them, they subdued the enemy, they rescued me and saved me, and I owe my they saved my life, and I wouldn't be able to make this report if it wasn't for them.
Yeah, the prince cuts you off just as you're sort of finishing the details, and he says, "Very good, Lord Arch," and stands up. It's like, well, so yeah, very good, Lord Arch. Was there anything that we could use on that island?
Yes, my lord. In fact, it was. I took the liberty of claiming it in my name to make sure we could keep it from any of your grabbing competitors, of course. And it now stands at your service.
He slaps you on the back and goes, "Excellent. So, tell me about the towns there."
Well, there was a town of considerable size. But the natives were, of course, somewhat hostile, so we had to level it, just me and my friends here. We are, of course, easily the equal of any savage town.
Right, okay. He seems impressed. He said, "Did you bring a savage back?"
Arch, you have the head.
I do have a pickled head.
That's what he meant.
It's not pickled. It's just really gross at the moment.
Turns out that the anthropologist Sargon was talking about was the prince.
Of course I would have pickled it. I want to keep it.
Well, you didn't pickle it. You haven't got anything to pickle it with.
Technically, it doesn't belong to you.
The ship doesn't have.
It doesn't belong to her anymore.
But I mean, you're not. Are you actually going to present it to him or not?
It's fucking terrible now at this point. It's been rotting for like 5 weeks.
Well, 5 days, but yeah, it's still gross.
5 days. He probably kind of likes the gross shit. I'll warn him. Like, we brought back the head of the savages' leader.
Of a woman.
And it's a most fascinating thing as well, my lord. They appear to be a matriarchy. Absolutely baffling nonsense.
He just bursts out laughing. What? Are you saying that there was a woman in charge?
Not just one, my lord, 2.
He just bellows and he thinks it's hilarious. He wants to see it. Show me.
I'll bring out the horrible head.
Yeah, it's gross. And he takes it with surprising gusto and starts examining it all over. And he's like, oh, God. So, she must have been tough then.
Very. She fought till the very end.
Not as tough as the other one casting spells.
Oh, yeah, she could take a lot of hits to the back.
Oh, yes, their wizard was also pretty nasty. He summoned thunder from the skies.
I nod.
His eyes open like he's a little boy. He's like, wow, fucking hell. So how many of them are left on the island?
After taking care of the rebellious elements, 7 males of grown age and some 20 miscellaneous civilians.
That's not true. There were 6 males.
Details. 6 males. Fine.
Yeah, but 6. Okay, yeah.
Pray that one dies by the time he gets there.
he just kind of creases his head around. So there's no one there, really.
As I mentioned, they were rather rebellious. We attempted, or I'll actually point to V here, like the good cleric here tried his best to convince them of the savagery of their ways and see the light of the Lord, but some people, my lord, just can't be convinced.
He just kind of goes, oh, okay. So there's no one there to mine anything.
There are 7, I guess.
I'll be a little bit gaslight. My lord, they're complete savages. Even if equipped and guided, I doubt they would be of much use. Hunter-gatherers, scrawny things. Much better to bring in our own men and ensure that we get a efficient production rather than the mere scrubbings in the dirt that they could produce. And I'll try and persuade him of that.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're going to roll a crit fail.
Probably. Yep.
Well, to be fair, I mean, it's not even necessarily. Oh, actually, the prince does agree with you. He goes, well, yeah, but like, I don't have any men to spare at the moment. We're kind of short-handed.
I can fix that. Fear not, my lord. Since I claimed it, I will ensure the operation. I'll hire some men out of my own purse.
He brightens up all of a sudden. He's like, really? Okay, well, then you must swear fealty to me.
I've been kind of hesitant to do it to this guy because I don't think he'll care as much as maybe the Baron, but...
Well, there we go. It's now the decision has to be made, and it was a long time coming.
All right, let's discuss.
So basically he's saying, if you like it, put a ring on it.
Yes.
Basically, I mean, this is the most powerful dude we're gonna get in this situation.
He is.
We're not gonna climb any higher up the food chain in all due likelihood.
He is undoubtedly. I mean, there are definitely some kings on the crusade, but a prince is a pretty bloody high rank.
Yeah. The downside is that he has a very hands-off style of management, shall we say.
Yeah, we might encounter other people who are much more shrewd.
Well, so far we haven't really found anyone that would be able to weigh up for the monetary advantages, but at least the, what was it, Count? Or Baron? Baron Monver.
Yeah, Baron Monver. I mean, he's not wealthy. Not like
exactly. He's more caring, but I mean, compared in power, he's... Ugh.
That's true.
Considering that you started this campaign beating children with a rolling pin, I think you're doing quite well to be the vassal of a prince.
Are you saying that his coffers are barren?
And
forget it. Never mind.
I probably say we go with the prince, just because if he's not as responsive, but at least we know how to manipulate him. He likes just cool shit and bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do seem to manipulate him really well, actually.
He knows what he likes.
Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, are you going to swear fealty?
Any objections?
No.
No.
Okay.
Dev keeps quiet like a good nigger, so yeah, we'll.
I assume that
Patreon's
you didn't.
Yeah, that's that.
What?
Well, it was on Sargon's channel, and he's already gone, so there you go.
Yeah, what are they going to do? Deplatform me twice? Right. Okay. Well, then you're going to have to make an appointment with the Patriarch. This is going to have to be a sacred oath.
A sacred oath.
Yeah, done it. Well, absolutely. And he's not going to accept a priest of a lower rank. He wants someone bloody important to oversee the oath that's being sworn.
Good. I'm sure my association with V will have no fucking negative impact on this whatsoever.
To be honest, the Patriarch doesn't know I did anything wrong. I mean, everyone who saw me cast shit is dead, so...
Yeah. Well, the first day only gets drunk in the nearest tavern.
Wait, that's not true. The entire ship...
Oh, drunken sailors. I mean. Yeah, they're reliable.
I mean,
yeah, but you've already got these rumors around.
When a whole ship says, yeah, the things that you told them not to do, we saw them.
But the rumors already exist, so I could just say they probably heard it from somewhere else.
Who are they going to believe?
Anyway, the prince says, are you agreeing to the prince's proposition of you becoming his vassal? Yes or no?
Yes, I'll agree to it.
The prince says, good. I have a meeting with the Patriarch tomorrow morning. That I want you to come there so he can oversee the oath.
Can I ask? Well, actually, my lord, there is something else I would like to ask.
Yeah,
if I may, right?
Hang on, V. He turns to you in surprise and starts looking down his nose.
Yeah, this is apology. I know I'm speaking over my statues, but you saw me invoke the powers of the Lord when we were fighting the dire bear. The Patriarch has asked me to stop doing that. So, considering that Lord Arch wants to swear fealty, this means that I will also, be under you. And if you ever want to ask me to invoke the powers of the Lord, because the Patriarch forbid me, I will not be able to do so.
He just kind of looks at you with glassy eyes and then turns back to Lord Arch and goes, so are you going to be there tomorrow morning?
Why, of course, my lord.
Excellent. Roughly 9 o'clock in the morning, but obviously he doesn't use o'clock.
When the rooster crows.
Yeah, like 3 hours after the rooster crows, crows.
9 sundial.
Yes.
Good morning to you.
Right, okay. Yeah, he turns to you, Rags, and just says, he's your lord now, follow him.
Okay.
Certainly.
No, that's he doesn't have any further use for you.
So I pretty much just took on a. All right, fair enough. That's a good enough reason, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Rags, do you know if you were just a mercenary working?
Yeah, essentially, I imagined this
just
would
a
be
hireling.
Just pretty much, he just got hired for a scouting gig.
You were technically like a servant of his.
All right, that'll be fair enough. So I ain't getting. So am I getting paid for this?
Yeah. No, because Archie's your new lord now.
Oh, so no is the answer.
Yeah, he pays you.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
I've already paid you with that bow, peasant.
You haven't given me a bow yet.
By the way, I know where we can get men to dig his mining shit.
Uh-huh.
The outright
where we can get men.
The outright town. Like, we can actually go there and give them jobs.
They hate you.
Oh, the people outside
not the town.
They have jobs.
The refugees.
Oh, well, yeah, they're not. Well, yeah. Okay, so he says, right, well then I'll see you tomorrow. And with that, he just kind of, points towards the exit. I assume you're going to leave?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have to give me some indication.
We leave.
Okay. Where are you going now?
You know what we should do?
Shopping.
No, you know what we should do? We should head back to the camp and see if anyone has abandoned V's cult since we left.
Oh, Dios mío. You're right.
Dios mío.
It's been at least what, 2 weeks?
Well, I did send them a message before leaving. 2 of them.
Yeah. Let's return to our camp and see what's going on.
Right. Okay. Hang on a sec.
I've got some artwork here.
Yep.
Here's another arch with the head.
Savages will find their place eventually.
I don't get why the priest treated me like this, because last time when we spoke, he was very friendly and kind towards me because we were fighting and shit. Like, you did some consistency with the NPCs, Sargon.
Yeah, but how do you know he's a consistent man?
I suppose, but it's not the first NPC that does the 180.
The less that maybe he feels like the less he knows about you and the Patriarch's little rules, the better.
I guess, but no, what I'm trying to say is that you should have like a mood from the NPC towards the party members.
There is, V, and you listen bored and obviously being a bit of dick.
Okay, no, it's fine. It's just that it's not the first NPC that does it.
Hold on a minute. I've got a second artwork here. This one's for you, V.
All right. What I was saying is that it's not. I saw that. It's not the first NPC that does this, and it's not towards me. I noticed that the NPCs change moods between the sessions.
Yes, they're not just always in the same mood. Like the prince has been here for weeks and he's bored.
All right.
And he gets pissy when he's bored. He's like a big overgrown child.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I thank you. I'm actually glad you noticed. Like that's actually a good thing. Right. Who did you leave in charge of the camp?
I sent the message to two people, two NPCs that at the time I said it's the ones that were the most trusty.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So I thought it'd be something like that.
Okay.
Okay. So you arrive back at the camp and it's quite obvious the place is degenerated in in every sense of the word, really.
Are they gay?
No, not gay, obviously.
Do I need to break down the commandments now to throw the tablets in the ground?
General organization, right? Like latrines have not been dug, so it's just holes that are just filled with shit and piss.
Mm-hmm.
And then most of the tents are dilapidated. A few have, been somehow set on fire. People are just like sick and listless. Everyone seems to be thinner. There's not very much food in the camp because there's not enough work around to be done.
Refugees gone refugee.
Yeah.
As you walk through the camp, you notice that Bishop Stavron is there.
That would explain it. That would explain it.
He appears to be ministering to some sick old woman.
Yeah, I walked to Bishop Stavron and Your Holiness, to what do I owe the honor?
He looks up at you with surprise and says, "Well, I'm assisting these poor refugees that you have brought to us."
I thank you, Bishop Stavron. Perhaps we could talk somewhere in private?
When I am finished tending to this woman's needs, and then he turns back and carries on, doing whatever thing with balms and oils or whatever he was doing, some medicine.
Oh, very well.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
No, I wait for him to finish.
Right, okay, yeah.
Being polite.
Well, how long would it take for him to finish up?
Well, you don't know, but he starts getting on with what he's doing.
Okay, I would like to spend, I guess, the remainder of the day cooking up a meal for the camp.
What food do you have?
Hold on, I think I have it in a text file. We have some supplies set aside for the camp's use.
Yeah, but they're all gone.
Are they all gone?
Well,
did they gorge themselves? Because we had a lot.
Well, how much supplies did you have? You wait for like 3 weeks.
Oh my god, there's going to be another docs folder there and people are going to play Sargon for it.
Let me find it. Okay, it was in the cart.
I wonder how many people in the audience suspect that Sargon would have that desktop wallpaper.
I've still got my Cyberpunk one, I think.
Hold on a second.
Are there any archives anywhere of the Cyberpunk streams?
Maybe I have it in my inventory. Let me see.
I thought there was somewhere.
Audience, is there a complete collection somewhere? Twitter us if there is. I'm curious.
Okay, no, I do have it. It's on the cart. We have 4 days worth of rations, and I guess they've eaten that at this point, haven't they?
Yeah, and practically everything is gone. Like things have been stolen or used, appropriated.
Is the cart still chained to a tree?
Well, yeah.
Is the chest inside the cart still intact?
No, it's gone.
That had 2,000 gold in it. That was Arch's 2,000 gold. All right.
Arch,
what's in the cart?
Arch, are you
nothing?
Okay?
Just like, you know, like broken shit and things of little to no value. You know.
Are our 4 horses still around?
No, of course not.
Arch.
Yes, V. What?
As the Lord, shouldn't you dispense punishment because the idiot is laughing and it was his responsibility?
Wait, my responsibility? Hold on a second. You were the one who wanted to just leave and then send a message telepathically back to the camp being like, guys, don't destroy it.
I am always with you.
That was not nearly enough of a setup for us to go on a 2-week adventure.
I have an excellent solution to part of this problem.
Yeah.
Find Steed. Now I have a horse.
I would like to point out one thing, though. Why didn't V hear about any of this? Because he stated he would be in periodic contact with the guy in the camp.
Well, he wasn't in periodic contact.
Well, because
call back.
Role playing issues, like the GM could have said, you know.
Is Arch's bathtub still on the cart?
No, the bathtub was made of iron. It's gone.
Oh no!
So we just have a chained cart and nothing else. All the spears, the short bows, the daggers, the other armor.
Anything that might have been sellable has been stolen and sold.
I suppose that anyone who thought V's cult was a bit too much has now been vindicated.
No, I have to point out, though, like, do we actually have to stop you? Like, when you say we traveled for 5 days, do we have to then precisely state, I call back 5 times?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you want to do something, like take actions in the time, I need to know.
Yeah, but that is still a gradient. That is still a gradient, because for breathing, we have to tell you that.
Yeah,
so it's a gradient.
Obviously, a sensible, relevant action, obviously.
Then that's subjective.
But by the way, Sargon, my character wants to
Use your
inhale.
judgment, right?
My character wants to inhale, and now it's exhaling.
Yeah, but that's not you using your judgment. That's you being silly, right? But the thing is, even I just want to be clear: sending a telepathic message to just the guy you like the best is probably not going to prevent all this stuff getting stolen.
No, but he should have warned me. No, he should have told me, like, someone tries to steal.
How's the gold doing?
So I have a question. This is probably important. Was the stuff stolen by the cult, or did they just not stop other people from stealing it?
Both.
Oh, fantastic! That's even better. Fantastic.
I mean, you can look around and notice that it's less populous than it was originally.
How many people?
Well, you can do a head count.
I'll do a head count. 1, 2, 3, 4.
To be fair, you have thinned the herd of the less faithful.
Yes, you're down to 39 people.
Oh no! Wait a minute. People are saying that we left the cart in the Inquisition camp, so it's
that is true. That is. I remembered I did something like that.
Oh, did you?
So we should still have.
I've been reminded that I remember.
Right. Well, luckily then this is someone else's cart, and not yours. But whoever's cart it was, they've lost everything that was on it.
Okay. Thank you very much, chat room, for reminding us that we left it there.
I can hear Arch going.
Arch is 2,000 gold.
I gathered the people around. I gathered the one that remains. I get it here. Come on, Chuck, Fenric, can you help, please?
Well, over half of them are sick, so they can't really. Well, I mean, some of them can, but
so we went
10, 15 of them gather around.
Yeah, I say that I'll pray for the Lord to heal the sick, and the illness will be gone. I want to apologize for our departure. We were on the savage land.
So, first off, I want to say I'm sorry.
Yeah. This is the I'm sorry YouTube video that V makes when there's a controversy.
Go on.
Yeah. We wrote persuasion here.
So some of you might have heard.
Okay, yeah, it's a marvelous performance, but it's not a persuasion check.
Oh, it's a persuasion. All right. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, I think at this point, what are you trying to persuade them of? If you're trying to persuade them,
that things will be better. Like we went on a different island. There were savages. I told them the whole story, the whole shebang, and we fought the heretic witch that threw lightning from the sky, and we killed some unholy gods, and now we're back, and things are going to be better.
Sorry, it's just really funny. Just like, and now we're back. It's like, what?
Things are going to look better. Yeah.
Okay.
27 or 27.
And there's going to be food tonight. There's going to be food.
Wonderful. People start looking up and smiling and, looking hopeful.
I like food.
Yeah.
You get food. You get food, Johnny. You get food.
Okay, so
anything else you want to promise them?
No, that's it. I'll wait for Bishop Stavron to finish healing.
What is Stavron listening to this whole thing?
He can hear you. Yeah.
Does he have any reaction?
He just continues tending this woman.
All right.
I'm reminded of the skinny guy from Pocahontas who's like, "Oh, I like gruel."
So V's cult is down to 39 from 80 then?
Yes.
Yeah, I told them if they can find the unbelievers that left, the heretics, they're welcome to come back. They get their chance. So if you know where they left, now's the time.
Okay. Can I go back to the Inquisition camp and grab the cart and bring it back here so we can start, I'll start cooking a meal for everybody using one of these.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, so that's what I'll do. I'll go to the Inquisition camp.
Yeah, take you about 2 hours to do it.
I'll wait for Bishop Stavron to finish the woman.
Okay. Hang on a second, sorry.
I'll just cook and knock off a day because that's probably going to be my evening.
Okay. Right. In the meantime, Arch and Uzma, is there anything you want to do?
Yes, shopping.
Right. Okay, we'll do that afterwards.
While they're all doing this, I've gone back to my tent. I'm gathering up all
the
stuff. Well, yeah, I've got to fucking sleep somewhere.
Yeah, you can go
you
to
stole the tent.
No. He did.
No.
He was birthing in.
I existed in this world.
But yeah, you can go back to your tent.
And we could sort out the inventory later. But it's basic stuff.
But no, you get bed rolls, food and stuff like this.
Yeah, it's basic stuff.
Yeah.
Sargon, you remember how we got food and bedrolls?
Yeah, but he actually has these things.
Yeah, but you didn't work. You didn't. I work for a prince.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So,
what happened?
V, you want to speak to Bishop Stavron?
Yeah, I opened the tent door and it's like, step into my office, Your Holiness, please.
What tent exactly?
One that's unoccupied. I asked for one.
No, there are none that are unoccupied. They've all got sick people in.
Okay, then I asked him to come a little bit where we can talk in private.
He nods and just folds his arms into his robes and starts walking next to you.
Yeah, okay, Bishop Stavron, I want to apologize. I think we started on the wrong foot. In the beginning, I put all of my faith in the church because I thought I believed in the institution. However, lately, after seeing how the Inquisition portrays itself, especially how the hierarchs of the church are portraying themselves, it seems they are more concerned in the earthly matters rather than the greater good of the God.
Right, that's interesting. He just walks along in silence as you're explaining this to him, and he just says, "Yes, it's very difficult to be a firm believer in the mission of the church after you've met the people running the church."
For example, there were over 200 refugees, and the Inquisition forbade me from giving them help, like summon food and bring the powers of God to heal the sick.
Bishop Stavron again nods sagely and says, "Yeah, the Lord would not imbue us with the abilities that we have to help our fellow man if he did not intend for us to use them."
This is exactly what I'm asking myself, Bishop Stavron. Why did
V's like, I know, right?
Why did the divine give me these abilities if I can't use them to heal the wounded and to heal the dying?
The bishop just shrugs and says, "Well, we have to accept the Patriarch's interpretation that this is his ineffable will."
Absolutely. However, I did speak with Devo recently, your monk, and I find your interpretation of the scriptures very interesting.
Yeah. I like what this is
what happens. The Patriarch bans you from his Discord server, and look what happened.
And if you ever need some divine miracles on your side, I am more than willing to pledge my support because I do believe your interpretation.
He holds his hand up and says that there is no my side. I am
willing to obey the Patriarch in all things. By the way, I was forbidden to using my miracles, but if you ever need them,
yeah.
Well,
V, do you have a shovel in your inventory?
No. Hang on. He just holds up his finger and says, "No. I'm a willing servant of the Patriarch, and I am a devoted member of the church." And he says, I'm not against our own religion.
No, absolutely. I did not mean to come off like that. It's just that I do believe your interpretation is correct.
He nods. And says, "Well, I think that because of my interpretation, I need to get back to healing the sick."
Oh, absolutely. We could speed up the process if you want. I mean, maybe I should show him that I can actually do it.
He says, "Well, you've been forbidden from doing that."
Well, I would you hold on.
Would you look that way for just 1 second?
Yeah, no, I will say, well, would you go and tell the thing is, like, I want to show that I'm willing to be on his side, and in order to do that, like a certain act of disobedience might persuade him that I am legit and I'm not just a rat working on behalf of the church.
Yes, V is right about that. It's risky, but
it's like joining the mafia. You have to kill someone in order to join.
Yeah, we all want to be part of the mafia.
I mean, like, what he doesn't look like he's trying to dissuade you. He's just saying, he looks like he's deliberately saying the thing that he knows he has to say.
Yeah. I'll tell Bishop Stavron. It's like, well, would you? Let's say, I would tell the Patriarch if you want. How would ask him? How would the Patriarch know, Your Holiness, in this situation? Like, people are dying.
Bishop Stavron just shrugs and says, "I wouldn't know. I'm too busy just trying to heal the sick, and I'll be back tomorrow to carry on doing the same."
Nah, I don't think there will be anyone sick by tomorrow. I have a feeling.
Okay, and Bishop Stavron just smiles and says, "Well, wouldn't that be a miracle?"
It would definitely be a miracle from
and turns and walks away.
God, who fucking wrote this? Ryan Johnson.
But right, okay.
I think I made a friend today.
Yeah, well, he's interesting.
Unless the proper Patriarch and the Inquisition come by tomorrow, Bishop Stavron's told us all about you.
You mentioned you had a huge chest of gold.
Okay, well,
I go back to the camp. I look to the most sick people that I can find. The 3 people that look almost dying.
Yeah, well, then in the tents where the sickest people are.
I ask for the faithful to gather around so that we can form a circle, so people from the outside can't see what I'm doing.
Well,
it's basically
you're in a
tent.
tent. Yeah, but you're in a tent.
Oh, I'm in a tent. Okay, bam, bam, bam.
I thought it said lesser restaurant for a second. I'm like, that seems full.
He has spelled restoration slightly wrong.
I was like, man, I'm hungry. Ooh, Papa John's.
Right, so yeah, okay, you can cure 3 people of their diseases. They almost immediately start feeling better, and they thank you profusely, start praising you as the one true prophet of the Lord.
No, I told them, no. I'm not a true prophet of the Lord. It's just that it's a miracle. It's a miracle that the Lord.
One of them, they're fakey prophets.
But I'm supposed to meet the Patriarch tomorrow.
I told them it's because you prayed hard when I was in my absence. That's what.
I just want to precise. If I was there, I would be stopping you 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not
Okay,
here.
sorry, I just really have to. I'm not a true prophet of the Lord. It's just a miracle.
It's just
that is the most magical line I've ever heard. It's literally Life of Brian-esque. Like, that is so good. Fuck me, my cheekbones are hurting. That was amazing.
I think we should do. Am I back yet? Am I cooking up a storm now?
Well, no. I'm waiting for V to finish cementing his cult with the remaining people.
Yeah, no, considering that they're grateful and all, I will say, look, you can get me into trouble for saying that. It's just Brother V, okay?
And they say yes, Brother V.
I smile and nod, and I leave the tent. I say, now, if you excuse me, I have to try and feed people.
So, Archanuzulu, are you going shopping?
I wish to go looking for a better shield.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
I'm Yogi Berra, someone in the chat said.
That is my 4th 6 today.
Wow, that's remarkable consistency. You don't find any particularly impressive shields. Like they're just the standard normal selection. I mean, a lot of them look like they've been essentially quickly and mass produced.
Yeah, I don't want any of that.
Right.
Are we saying that that there is still just one shield in this game, but we're talking like masterwork compared to normal?
Yeah, no. There are other like standards and stuff that I have written down, but
just only one variety.
We just haven't found any of them.
Well, no, what they're talking about is like mechanical functionality, like whether there's any real specific improvement between shields.
Okay.
So
a spiked buckler might be something we can homebrew in if we find one.
Yeah. Buckler's an offensive weapon.
But yeah, so no particularly unusual shields this time. Anything else?
Nope.
I might as well chance it. Is there any impressive glaive? Should I do an investigation roll?
Yeah.
1 moment. Oh, fantastic. Wonderful. Brilliant. Arch, you were complaining about your rolls.
No, the price of glaives is really high at the moment.
I bet. Yeah, I bet.
The guy offers to buy your glaive for 50 gold pieces.
Oh, well, you can fuck off, mate.
Actually, if Wuzzle would have rolled this, I would have been like a guy offers you to sell you a good blade for, I don't know, 20 gold pieces, and then he would find out that it's broken.
Anything else you want to do while you're at the market? Or you can let Dev get on with his thing? Anything for Rags, perhaps?
I would imagine that I have a decent amount of stuff to start off, and I think I feel satisfied with what I have at the moment because it's what I had before.
Well, no, you don't have any arms left. You've got a dagger,
I got my 2 short bows.
Yeah, but they're shit.
Yeah, they're shit.
You want a longbow and maybe some swords or something.
All right. What do I have in terms of money exactly?
Well, you've got 10 gold pieces that are left in the chest that you were using.
Yeah, boy.
But that's not very much.
Well, I suppose what I would do first is say, well, Arch, since I'm in your service. All right.
Here, Lord Arch.
I think you started mooching quicker than any of us did.
Well, to be fair, it is actually Archer's job to equip you.
That's true.
And he's got like a longbow and stuff, and I know the cart has like armor and things on it that's just sitting there.
Rags, what did you actually have in your tent? It was a bedroll, I guess a tent.
Oh yeah, a bedroll. I'd imagine like a couple torches, just basic stuff.
You should probably like quantify that and put it in your inventory.
Yeah, I could do that now. Yeah, let me just put a couple torches. Let's see.
How about you just let Sargon tell you what you have? Because this will be a lot of assumptions, and Sargon will say it all wrong at the critical point.
You can hear me saying it out.
Yeah, I think. Right, so you don't have anything of any particular value. You've got, a tent, bedroll, cooking equipment, stuff like this. Sort of general adventuring gear. You've got 10 gold pieces, changes of clothes, things like that. But that's it. You've lost everything else.
All right, let me see here. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll go to let me do an investigation on the market. Well, again, Arch, I'm not getting a longbow. The Ranger's not getting a longbow. Or
put it like this. Later on in this campaign, we're going to earn money. Would you like to give me 75% of that money?
Why?
Tax.
He's already your servant?
For what?
So I should be able to take his money.
Yeah, but this is why you have to give him money.
You got to give me
take
stuff.
His money in the future?
No,
if I don't get anything, Yeah, if I don't get anything back, that's just called robbery.
Yeah, to be honest, lords would actually pay their servants. That's why they're lord.
So I'm gonna start paying members of the party.
Well,
yes, if you want to be the lord.
Seriously, right? You should be the treasurer of the party.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Why not?
All I'm just asking for him to agree here is what you're saying is natural. So if he just said yes, that would be the statement.
Okay, hold on. Let's streamline this so we don't have arguments in the future. The worst cancerous way.
We do not have a treasurer. We've had individual money.
Yes.
Okay, but you are the lord of the party.
Yeah, Sargon. Let's talk about out of character for a bit. Okay.
Yeah.
In order to streamline this and to make sure there's no arguments, I strongly advise we share the gold equally and we don't have a treasurer. Otherwise, you'll just have arguments after arguments every time there's a shopping session.
Arch won't. I don't trust him with my money. Quite frankly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everyone should have their individual share of whatever we get.
Arch, the question is on you. Are you going to be a good lord and actually give these people money?
Like, I'm ready to pull my weight, but I would you've literally got bows and stuff lying around.
But you do not trust me with your money.
You won't give me anything.
Hold on a second. Arch, you fully equipped Bartholomew and Martin, both of them men working under you.
Yes, because they were my NPCs.
Hold on. Which is what I'm saying. Like, Sargon, out of character, can we just have equal shares?
Well, you've got your own inventories, but like
we do. We all have money, but we have 2,000 gold in a locked chest on the cart.
Yeah, but that was for the army.
I'm not exactly looking for wealth and riches here. Hey, this guy's he's a scout, he's a ranger. We've got longbows sitting around, arrows, some basic armor. Like, if he's going to be a member of our party, I would think even if Arch wasn't, like our guy in charge, I'd be like, we should probably equip our party members with things so that they could be most effective.
All right, here it is then. Here's the conclusion. Arch, if you aren't willing to agree to maintain the sort of roughly equal shares distribution that we've had in the past with Rags as well, if you aren't willing to accept that, then I will simply pay for some equipment for Rags, and I will ask the others of you to chip in.
Rags will remember this.
Well, I also but seriously,
you're asking for me to be the treasurer.
No, I'm
still maintain individual.
Even if let's take money out of the equation. Money and equipment can be two completely separate things. Like, we can keep control of our own money, but because a new adventurer has joined the motley crew, it just seems like it would be most advantageous for you I be equipped.
We have 2,000 gold in a communal chest. Let's just use some of that and not actually use our own funds.
Why don't you just chip in?
Yeah, you all have just
5 gold each or something.
No, Arch wasn't willing to accept my offer, so we'll buy him some equipment. Dev and V, you agree to chip in a bit to buy him some equipment?
Yeah, sure, I'll give 5 gold.
But we have this chest of 2,000 that's none of ours. It's just all of ours. It's just the army's gold.
Fine, we'll use that too. The army is smaller now, after all.
Like, I would appreciate some gold, absolutely, but really, my arrows and a bow that isn't a crappy tribal short bow.
Well, that's what we mean. We'll get
you. Like, I don't want to just give you money, Regs, but I think we should be able to reach into this locked chest, Arch, if you're willing to open it up, and then we can buy Rags some stuff. That's what we should do, because that's what we did for Fenric and for Martin and for Bartholomew.
I think I can guess what Arch's answer is going to be.
You got 10 daggers and 12 leather armors and chainmail and spears and fucking bear cages and bathtubs and this shit.
I haven't even said anything about the army chest. What I'm objecting to is using my own money solely for another player that I'm going to have no control over. That's going to get the same cut.
That's not what it sounds like.
Army money, I'm fine with that.
It sounds to me like you wanted to ensure that he didn't get the fair share of all the goods, that he would give you most of it. Because you have the opportunity at the moment
if I'm
to get power
to pay him, then I'm not going to be expecting to go like, okay, yeah, you're on the same level as everybody else. I'm not paying any of you.
Okay, let's just use the army money. Let's just use the gold in the chest.
We're arguing a different argument than me, Uzaloon. I can't help you.
But that's not necessarily my fault, is it?
Guys. Okay, Regs, if you want to go, you might as well go to here. I will roll up with the cart since I haven't gotten back yet, and I'll say, Regs, let's go shopping. Hop in. I have the chest.
Get in, bitch. We're going shopping. I hop in the cart, noticing all of the weapons and armor lying around me, and I say, shopping. Okay.
Well, what's in the cart? Can Rags not take some of that?
Yeah, it's 12 leather armor, 1 chainmail, 10 daggers, 9 short bows, 3 spears.
Well, is anyone going to stop you taking any of it?
I'm insinuating,
Well, first of all, you should really have a longbow instead of a short bow.
Yeah.
We can buy one. We can buy one of those.
Doesn't one of your guys have a longbow? Doesn't Arch have a longbow?
Yeah, but it's his longbow. Like you should get your own longbow.
It's on his own person.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to go get a longbow. So let's go look for a longbow first.
Well, we need Arch because Arch has the key to the chest. You coming along, Arch?
Okay.
Okay. Let's roll.
So that's an investigation.
Yeah, you can go to the market. What are you looking for exactly?
A longbow.
Right. Okay. Yeah. There are loads of longbows.
I would love a longbow. How much do they cost?
50 gold pieces. No, sorry, 100 gold pieces.
Just wait. Since you don't have to roll for that, you should roll for a mastercrafted longbow. Since we're rolling,
or a cheaper one.
All right.
Or a cheaper one, yes.
Well, you can try and haggle if you want.
Dev, do you want to try your luck at the same thing?
I will look for. I already investigated. Can I do it again, even though it's not the same thing? I was looking for a staff before. All right, I'll just.
Okay. No, you can just find basic longbows that again seem to have been mass produced.
It will be a start.
Yes.
So I have 10 gold. I need to have some gold on me for any sort of just basic spending, pocket money, essentially. May I have 100 from the chest in order to give me a longbow?
Is everyone down with that?
I am.
Yeah, just beat it alone.
Arch?
No, just do the shopping.
Okay.
Just do the fucking shopping. There's 2,000 gold in there.
Okay, there we go. I just took 100 gold off. You now have a longbow. We gotta get some arrows.
Correct, I do. How much are arrows? Do they have? How much are arrows?
Good question. Hang on a sec. I have no fucking idea. Has anyone got a weapons list? I'm finding like ones that aren't.
Because I'm on the roll. The Roll20 has a D&D 5th edition compendium. If you use that,
but I can't see. Send me a link. Put the link in the thing.
All right, let me copy this real quick. Range. LFR. So that's.
I'll just put the link to whatever it is in the side chat. No.
All right. There, you can look up whatever you need. On longbow now. So basic iron arrows, that's 1d8. So there you go.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh crap! I don't know how much they cost though. I need the basic price of them. Let me find it.
1 gold for 20. Basic price.
Right. Okay. Well, then it's 2 gold for 20. There are actually a range of arrows you can get.
Do tell.
Well, they're. I mean, a basic leaf-shaped iron arrow is the basic arrow. But you can get armor-piercing steel ones. You can get broad blade leaf ones.
So I imagine. So iron arrows are the default. They just use the bow's damage.
Yes.
Unless modified by their arrows. So that's fair enough. Tell me about these iron arrow. There were these armor piercing.
Just extra damage on stuff like that. I think I'll change it from the damage dice to just a bonus damage above the standard ones. I'm just going to write this down. But
So tell me about armor piercing arrows.
Yeah, well, they reduce the armor class of the person you're firing at.
How much by?
Let me check. I'm actually using a kind of homebrew page that I found, which is pretty good.
Okay.
Those are fucking OP though.
No, just -1. It's not massive.
That almost doesn't seem worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty small.
Yeah, it doesn't seem worth it to me, to be honest.
Do you want to
using homebrew stuff?
Homebrew that
modify
change?
We'll stick with normal arrows for now.
All right. So yeah, give me so that it's two.
I'll write something up, but like, yeah, it's 2 for 20 arrows. Yeah.
Then I'll spend. Give me. I'll take. How many? Actually, do you guys have arrows in the cart?
No.
Then I'll go ahead and I'll buy 5 gold worth of arrows, so 50 arrows.
Yeah. Oh no, that's not 50 arrows.
Just asking if they have hollow point arrows.
No, but no, this is something that was quite important actually.
Yeah, I'm sure you could get really creative with arrowheads if you want to, but
well, it's not that they have different functions.
For now,
it's 2 gold for 20. So,
not to buy them in packs of 20.
Quivers of 20. Yeah.
All right, then I'll just round up to go to. Well, I've already got 9, so just 4 gold for 40 arrows.
Okay.
So, take 4 gold from the thing. I now have 49 iron arrows.
Yep.
20 backup flints.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to do the? Well, you mentioned broadhead arrows. Is that a one you could stick with the way it is?
No, we'll just call the normal iron arrows broadhead ones. But you could get armor piercing arrows if you want.
They don't seem quite worth it.
They don't. But did you get the bow as well?
Yes, I have the bow. I have the longbow.
Mm-hmm.
2 short bows, 49 iron arrows, 20 flint arrows.
Okay. Do you intend on getting any melee weapons?
Let me see. Yeah. How much is a short sword?
Good question.
So maybe a dagger might suffice because I don't
20 gold pieces. You have a dagger.
Yeah, I'll take a short sword.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could. Is it just a finesse weapon you're looking for?
Well, I believe so. A short sword's finesse.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the damage difference between a? Let me look up a short sword and a dagger.
D6 to D4.
Yeah, I don't see myself being in melee combat much. I'll just stick with the dagger for now.
Okay. I mean, I can't believe they don't have short swords on the cart. So.
Well,
No, we don't.
That's strange.
We have spears and daggers and short bows.
Right. Okay.
Can you wear the one chainmail that we have? I have the thing up. It says light armor and medium armor. Is chainmail medium armor?
Let me take a look.
Or is that heavy?
Let me find it. Yeah, it's medium. Is it chainmail or chain shirt?
Chainmail.
Oh,
Chainmail is heavy armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So leather armor would be the one that you have here. So leather armor is light armor, armor class 11.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You could go and buy.
Could. Armor. Yeah. What's a good light armor here that you guys would suggest for a ranger?
What's your dexterity modifier?
My dexterity modifier is a. Let me look. I gotta find it. It is 3.
Right. Okay. Well, studded leather gives you 12 plus your dexterity modifier. On medium armor, the maximum dexterity modifier you can add is 2. So scale mail, well, half plate gives you 15.
Well, studded leather is
So
it's
17.
12.
Yeah, plus your dexterity modifier. So
that's 15. So that's pretty good.
But the half plate starts at 15, and so you'll have 17. That's pretty.
Is it more expensive though?
Very much more, yeah.
I thought it might be.
Yeah, I mean a chain shirt would give you 15 total. Scale mail would give you 16 total. Hide would give you 14 total. A breastplate would give you 16 total.
Well, it looks like the leather's 15 total. So the studded leather is 15. So it's probably, I imagine it's not too expensive.
No, it's 90 gold pieces.
90? That's cheaper than longbow. Yeah, that sounds like a good trade-off.
Yeah.
Right.
It doesn't have disadvantage on stealth either.
Ooh, that's good.
So yeah, it's 12 plus your dexterity modifier for your armor class.
AC 12 plus boop-doo dexterity.
Yeah, I took off the 90. You can use shields as well if you want a shield. Oh, you can use simple and martial weapons. So.
Martial weapons. Let's take a look here.
Here's a link. Sorry for the shopping chat.
Simple club, dagger, great club, hand axe, javelin.
Yeah, but they're the simple weapons. If you scroll down, you get martial weapons.
Here we go. Battle axe, flail, glaive, great axe, great sword, halberd, lance, long sword, maul, morning star, pike, rapier, scimitar, short sword, trident, war pick, war hammer, and whip.
You already got the short sword. No, you didn't get the short sword. That's right. You didn't get one.
Yeah, I do not. I just have the dagger. Daggers are also thrown.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. 1d.
You have a bow, though.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. But video games taught me that daggers are insta-kills.
They are not insta-kills.
Well, I am
afraid.
I'll be writing you a strongly worded email. Yeah, I guess for something that my character... I mean, something that's finesse. So when it says properties finesse, does that mean that it adds the...
No, it means it uses your dexterity modifier, not your strength modifier.
Oh, okay.
You can do that.
Scimitar, short sword. What are the differences? 1d6 piercing with the finesse, that's light. Trident is thrown, but I already have the thing. Whip, finesse, and reach.
It's D4.
Oh, 1d4, yeah. I mean, a rapier is 1d8 piercing with finesse, so that might be a good one to go for.
You could go like rapier shield for your melee fighting.
Might not be a bad idea. Yeah, let's look around for...
If you're not using a shield, why not just go two-handed weapon?
Are there two-handed weapons that I could... I'd like to use finesse, but I suppose if... Because I think my strength is just average. No, my strength is a +1, actually. I have a 1 strength modifier.
Yeah, not great then.
Yeah, but I guess I'll probably stick with a rapier.
Are there no two-handed finesse weapons?
Nope.
I don't think so.
That's interesting. I thought that the quarterstaff might have been.
The 3 finesse weapons are rapier, scimitar, and short sword, and whip. And the simple ones are... There's not even any simple melee weapons that use finesse other than dagger.
The reason that the quarterstaff is finesse is because I'm a monk and I'm using one.
Right. Okay.
All simple weapons have finesse for me.
Right. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. Just you can find a rapier, or a scimitar, or a short sword.
Let's go with a rapier.
Okay. 50 gold.
Rape culture.
Rapier.
50 gold pieces, please.
Okay. There's 50 off the thing.
Add a rapier.
Mm-hmm.
And
fill it in later.
And a shield, I guess.
Yep. Have you got any intention of buying food here, Dev?
I still have food on the cart.
You got 9 portions of rations.
I have 3 days worth of rations that can feed an entire army.
Right. Yeah, but that's okay. But do you want to use those?
Yeah, I'll be using one of those tonight. I had 4 actually. I already knocked it off for my cooking tonight.
Right. Okay. Okay. Well, if there's nothing else you want to do, you can travel back to the camp with your cart.
There are other things. The shopping is not over yet.
Oh God. Okay.
First of all, go on,
Reg.
Dev.
Yeah, sorry, Regs. You getting a shield too, or are you just going to stick with the rapier?
I'm actually looking at. Apparently, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kinds of bucklers.
Here, while you figure this out, I got some
go for
artwork to show. I have some artwork to show off.
Mm-hmm.
Here's us finding the cart.
It's lucky.
Here's Arch discovering the silver mine.
Silver.
He looks like Sylvia Cortez's picture from the newspapers.
Oof. I tell you, that was amazing, wasn't it?
And here's V talking about miracles.
I love that. It's not a miracle. It's not. I'm not a prophet. It's just a miracle. It's fucking amazing.
I hope the guy gets the hint and keeps his mouth shut.
He's not going to get the hint.
No.
But
right, okay. What shopping are we doing, easily?
Right. Well, firstly, there was a suggestion from chat that Rags, you could get some sort of poison to dip the arrows in if that's in the game.
They probably are poisons.
Well, that's to consider.
I think that's a rogue class ability, though.
Okay.
It's not a rogue class ability, but you can't just buy them anywhere. You have to like find a specialized place.
I was going to say it's unlikely that it's going to be in a market.
Do you do poison?
The other thing is, there's two things I found on the island, which I didn't remember myself. I had to be reminded both by my character sheet and by chat. I found a signet ring and a very sparkly short sword. Now, I'm curious to, not at the shop, but I'm curious to find if anyone knows what the signet ring is. And for the sword, I'm curious to have it evaluated by some shopkeepers, see what they would give for it, just to get an idea if it's value. So could I do an investigation roll for that?
Yes, of course. Let's do the short sword one first, because it's easier.
Yeah. No, I probably won't do the signet ring here, because no one here, like, this isn't the place to go to find historians.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to do an investigation to get some shopkeeper or stall owner to evaluate the short sword.
Okay.
You get offers of 35 gold pieces, 40 gold pieces.
I thought I had a picture of it being sort of jewel encrusted, but
it's not that good. But okay. It's a masterwork short sword, so it's definitely an excellent sword.
All right. Well, it occurs to me that I could have mentioned this to you, Rags, while you were looking for a one-handed weapon.
Yeah, but so he's actually got a short sword that gives you +1 to hit. So
yes,
and some of these bucklers are actually kind of interesting.
I don't think this game has different variations of shield. I think you either get like a good or a bad shield.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. Actually, you could get again a Mastercraft shield or something.
Yeah.
That's so bucklers are not a thing I could get.
Where are you seeing them?
On the wiki that you linked me.
Oh yeah, no. Because what I've sent there are because if you see it says shield.
Okay.
One, where am I? Yeah, on the armor one, it's just a shield. I guess that's some homebrew stuff or something, because these are the official weapons and armor.
Yeah, this is something that we've talked about a few times.
There's homebrew pages, and maybe I'll create one.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've got it all categorized. So that actually makes sense. So I would like to redo their weapons on this. The weapons are shit.
There's actually not a shield on the page you linked me.
It's on the armor one. Sorry, I should have said that.
Let me go to armor then.
Yeah, no, I'll go.
Usalu. I could use that sword actually.
How so? Do you really have the goal to cut someone?
I do, when I have to.
I disagree.
What do you mean you disagree?
I'm a catchy. At least he fights occasionally, and he uses finesse weapons.
Does V fight occasionally? He seems to cast spells.
Yeah, that's true.
And occasionally, they even help us.
It'll be a backup weapon.
My martial arts ability will allow me to roll, even though you have a 1d6 +3 for that short sword. It'll become a 1d8 for me. So it will be better. It'll be better than my walking staff, because I still get the +3 from it being a mastercraft.
And the only place he's going to use that sword is against us when we tell him that we need to kill someone.
I might as well grab it
twice anyway.
There's no more restrictions anymore on monks' weapons, are there?
Yeah, no, he can use it if it's according to his class.
I can only use simple weapons. Isn't a short sword or something? No, I can use simple weapons and short swords. That's the one martial weapon I can use. is a short sword.
Oh, is it short sword and okay? Well,
Yeah.
my idea with the short sword was that it would replace my hand axe as my weapon I use with my shield, which does happen sometimes. So at the moment I'm going to hold on to it. But if anyone wants the hand axe, they could ask.
No, that would end up being the same as my staff. So
yeah.
Take away 20 gold. I'll get a shield because it's only 20. It adds 2 armor class, and there's no disadvantages.
Okay.
Yeah.
And at some point, I'll need to find somewhere to have that signet ring looked at by someone who can not roll a very low value on their history.
Okay. Are you done with the market? Do you wish
as far as aid goes, do I need to get like bandages or anything along those lines?
You've got poultices.
That's not a good argument for not getting self-healing stuff.
I do have poultices. I can make one of those.
Yeah, you can make those.
So, but I need anything else? I guess that's enough for now. Let's see: longbow, dagger, rapier, shield. Got the studded leather armor. I'm trying to think if there's anything that we might need. Huh?
Rations. I know Dev says he has lots, but it might be worth having your own.
Yeah, you should probably have like 10 of your own, just in case we're on the road without the army.
All right. How much? How much are rations?
Yeah, for a day's worth of a week's worth of food is 1 gold piece. Like
I'll take. I'll take 2.
Yeah,
2 gold for 2 weeks.
Right, there we are.
14 days rations if I need them. Anything else we might need while we're here?
I guess not.
I guess not.
Yeah, no, just a bit more shopping to do. Just a few more requests. I'm kidding.
Okay, you're heading back to the refugee camp.
Probably.
Yep, I'm gonna go back there and cook. That's my evening, is cooking a meal for everyone.
Okay. Right. Yeah, you head back to the refugee camp, and everyone looks bedraggled and tired and hungry, and it starts raining.
Aren't they happy that I'm actually there and doing shit?
Sure, but they're in a pretty dark time. They're suffering.
And I assume we've rested to get our health all back.
No one's rested. No.
On the ship.
Right?
Oh, on the ship. Yeah, sure. But like not for the day.
Let me just put my health back up then, because I'm a little bit low.
Yeah.
What is Fenric doing?
He's helping people as are archers to servants.
Okay, I would like to take a ladle and a pot and bang them together over my head and say, "I'm making food. Don't worry, guys. Give me a bit."
Right. Okay. People cheer.
Food.
But then they're kind of disappointed because they've got to wait for ages to eat, and you're cooking trail rations. Like,
I have rations and spices, so I can make them taste good.
Yeah, but you can't really make a dinner out of those.
Well, I have an ability that allows you to make a good dinner.
Yeah, but you need ingredients. These are not ingredients for a good dinner.
We don't need ingredients to cast magic, but you need ingredients to cast food.
Yeah.
Can't V just saw it?
Yeah, I can.
Yes, he can. He absolutely can. The prophet, who is not really a prophet but still just creates miracles, can indeed do that.
Is there a tent that's unoccupied?
Look, people are dumb. He just goes into this tent and comes up with a handful of loaves of bread and fish.
No, hold on. I'll go to Brother Fenric. Brother Fenric can come here a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. It's not a TARDIS.
Yeah, and I go like...
just a miracle.
Yeah, listen, man, the people are hungry. The people are hungry. We need to give me some space where I can conjure some food for people not to see. Like, can you make that happen?
Conjure all over my face, Daddy.
He just looks and goes, well, where?
Well, I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. Like, some tent, some place where the people cannot see me do this. Like, yeah.
Probably not. I think you're going to have to go out into the woods or something.
I don't know if Jesus was ever this shady in the Bible.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go to the Inquisition and just do the deal that I have with them then.
Now, here's what we'll do, V. I'll set up my tent in my cooking area, and I'll take the credit. I've cooked a miracle.
Right, then find some empty boxes, Fenric. You know, just gather out from the camp some empty boxes, some empty pots, and we will pretend that the food was in there from the beginning. Come on.
Okay.
The cart has empty 4 large crates, 1 small crate, and 5 barrels in the cart. You can use those.
I don't know why you needed Fenric at all.
Okay.
He's just like, let him in on this. He's like, oh, okay.
I need Fenric to roleplay because I can't roleplay with you guys. So if you don't mind.
Yeah, well, no. Fenric says yes, master.
How do you know you can't roleplay with me?
It's not master, but brother V.
Well, yeah, but he calls you master.
Please stop calling me master. Arch is master. I'm brother V. Okay.
Yeah, but you're his master. Arch is his master.
Okay, stick to the titles, Fenric, please. I'm asking you. Okay.
Just go behind the cart, V. Go behind the cart.
Yeah, let's go behind.
Right, so you're going to go behind the cart. Try doing a bit of a stealth check or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm imagining a scene where you can see some of V behind the cart and he's just rubbing his hands together, bent over, and you can't tell from the other side of the cart whether he's crunching food or doing something else.
Okay, that's pretty good stealth, actually. Hang on.
I walk it like I own the place. You know, like
That's the opposite of stealth?
No, it's just acting naturally.
Okay, so you don't see anyone. You think that nobody's got their eyes on you, and you try and slip between 2 tents towards the back of the cart.
Hold on, I'll actually try to.
But you find a starving orphan.
I'm looking around to see if anyone's looking.
There is someone looking, actually.
Who's looking?
It looks like a man, perhaps in his 20s. He doesn't look like he's from the camp, and he's just
nice.
No. He looks like he was helping some of the people in the camp and just doing whatever he can to try and dig a latrine or whatever.
Oh, the fuck's your problem, mate? What are you looking at? Ow, asshole.
Well, he's wearing like dark, close-fitting clothes. But he is, obviously helping people.
Yeah, wait, the fuck's your problem? What are you looking at?
He just says, nothing, O prophet.
I'm not a prophet. Go away.
He doesn't go anywhere.
Here, since I'm on the other side of the cart, have I overheard this exchange?
Yeah, get brother Fenric. Get brother
Fenric. Make a perception check. Let's see.
Okay, let's see if I can hear what's going on the other side of the cart.
What do your monk ears hear?
Perception.
No, you can't hear it.
2 feet away.
Well,
I'm just obliviously cooking.
Noise. The camp isn't quiet.
You know what? I'll just go to the Inquisition and follow the deal. Like I summon the food there, and they bring it here. That was the deal.
Okay, that's like a 2-hour walk.
Well, people are going to have to be hungry for 2 more hours.
Okay. Okay, you walk down to the Inquisition. The guards obviously recognize you and let you in.
Huh?
You can go to your tent at the Inquisitor's camp, the Inquisition camp.
I assume I usually summon the food in my tent?
I guess so.
What was the arrangement? Because I forgot.
I can't remember off the top of my head. But I'm sure in your tent will be fine. But okay, how much can you carry?
Well, the Inquisition was the one, according to the deal, that would carry it back, so that it looks like it's from them.
Yeah, they wanted to take credit, so
yeah.
Okay.
So, who wants to step into V's tent to summon some miscellaneous solids and liquids?
Okay, you can speak to some of the camp administrators and just arrange for a couple of soldiers to help you carry it back.
Yep. Well, I will do that.
You're just creating 45, so 15 people you're feeding.
How many? Okay, well, hold on. Then I'll create more.
There are go for like 45 because you've got dependents as well.
Yeah,
I'll create more then.
Okay, you create enough food for 45 people.
Yeah.
As they come in, can I wave them over to my cooking area and say, "Bring it over here. I'm going to cook it up."
Gotcha. It's like 9 o'clock in the evening.
I'm cooking. Bring it over.
There's a listless cheer. Oh God, please feed us.
Did any of the Inquisitors spot me? Like, did anyone want to talk to me or something?
No, none of the Inquisitors stopped you.
Please, sir, we're so hungry.
You didn't go and see any of them. So.
Dev spent the whole day telling the orders assembled beneath him. Don't worry, guys, this is going to be amazing. As soon as I get some ingredients, I will cook the best meal.
Look at these spices; they're going to be amazing. All we need is some potatoes, some beef. Like, just torturing them with the thought of food. Right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, you can spend an hour cooking. Do you have to use a specific skill or something for this ability?
It's just my gourmand skill.
Okay.
Gourmand.
Yeah, hold on. I want to talk to Fenric, and I point to the guy in the black robes, and it's like, look, Fenric, this guy, I don't know him. Looks suspicious. Can you keep an eye on him?
Well, he's gone by the time you get back.
Well, I describe him to Fenric. It's like if you see a guy that's in black robes and looks like
He's
this.
not. He wasn't wearing robes, but okay, Fenric will look out for a guy in robes.
Yeah. Well, no, my character describes what he saw, right? Like he describes the action.
Yeah. Fenric says, "Yes, brother."
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So during rest, you can prepare and serve a meal that helps you and your allies. I mean, which one are you doing?
I'm using the proficiency with cook's utensils, so I get a bonus to any cooking that I do.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay, we'll make a proficiency check then.
All right. Let me look up how to do that because you've never done it before.
V is Rasputin with real powers.
Basically.
Oh God, the first link in looking up is from Kotaku. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna keep scrolling.
Well, what check do you need to make to cook food?
I'm looking it up. I don't know.
You never made the check before.
Yeah, you usually just let me do it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going to make you make a check now since there is actually a check involved.
He's being autistic now.
Yeah.
Can we turn down the autism? Can we turn down the autism?
Well, you want to make a particularly impressive meal.
Well, performance, I guess, would be.
Well, no,
slice of cuisine.
Apparently, a full cooking, a full round of cooking is 3 checks. It's preparation, which can be dexterity or wisdom; execution, which is intelligence or strength; and plating, which is charisma or constitution.
Well, yeah, I mean, fair enough. You don't want to send that stuff out looking like shit.
Yeah.
Well, okay, Dad.
He's going to bring it right back. He's like, I can't give this to the guests.
You decided to do the gourmet meal.
Okay, so I will do the prep work first.
Yeah.
Let me just.
Okay, so which one was this? How the food's prepared, right?
Yes.
So broadly, it's poorly prepared, right? Next.
Okay. Then execution, I guess, is the actual cooking.
Cooking, yeah.
Okay, that's intelligence or strength. What do I have?
So you didn't wash it properly, or like what?
Yeah, it's not washed properly, badly cut, lumpy.
Okay.
I love the idea of using strength.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Just bash the food and just drop the potatoes.
Okay.
It's cooked to perfection.
No, I guess if like you're stir frying and you're moving like the ladle fast or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
you've
if you're doing it in a
pounded this
good way.
into a fine paste, yeah. So
Okay. And then plating, charisma or constitution.
Oh, good luck with that.
It looks terrible.
Looks like shit. Tastes great.
No, that's excellent, right? No, it's you hand out bowls of what is essentially well cooked gruel. Everyone's thrilled with the fact that they get to eat. Nobody thinks you're a gourmet chef yet. Maybe you can prepare and serve a meal that helps you recover or something, just to make it look good.
Yeah, now do dessert.
So you're not going to get your Michelin star, is what the GM said.
My apologies. But yeah, okay. You feed the entire camp and everyone is very happy.
Yay!
V, are you gonna continue to heal the sick?
I need a long rest before I can do that.
Yeah. How many healing spells can you cast per day?
Normal healing?
Well, disease curing.
3.
3. Right. Okay. Let me count.
I can kill one and raise them if you want.
Good thinking. Yeah.
You can't cast the healing spells in a different slot.
So there are 19 sick left.
Yeah. Well, they just have to pray. I will tell them that they have to pray to the Lord. And
Jesus is like, well, I'm out of healing spells for today, so good luck and pray to God. See ya.
Yeah, just pray to God, and eventually, maybe tomorrow or the next day.
2 fish, and I'm done. I gotta take a break.
Fair,
that's all I got.
That is probably exactly what happened in reality.
Well, yeah, I've got no doubt. So I take it you're setting up your tents and camping yourselves?
Yeah.
Who's guarding the cart?
I know. Let's leave the refugees
Fenric.
guarding our stuff.
Bring
Hold
it
on,
back to
I
the
wanna,
positions encampment.
I want to hold a sermon so they gather a bit more faith. And
Oh my god, it's really late. I think
It's like 10:30 now. Or
so you're saying they don't have time for Jesus? Okay.
Yeah.
They don't have time for walking 2 hours in the dark.
Yeah, everyone's tired.
Are you equating yourself with the prophet?
No, but I would tell them about the prophet, and they don't have time for it. So they don't have time for the prophet. Yeah.
Okay.
In my cult, every hour is
guarding
Jesus' hour. You know?
Aren't you actually taking it, like, trying to take it to the Inquisition camp in the middle of the night?
If we have it here, we'll have to stay up and guard it. It's either travel a couple hours now or stay up a couple hours.
Well, it's not like you guys have to go anywhere.
Don't we have Fenric and Bartholomew and Matthew that can guard it?
Couldn't we just, like, I don't know, pitch a tent on top of the cart, kind of like what were those chuck wagons that they used when they were traveling out west in the Americas?
You don't have one now.
I don't think there's space for 5 of us on the wagon.
No. But I mean, just set yourselves guard, like do 2 hours of guard duty or something. And then just sleep for 10 hours or whatever it is.
You want to do that, guys?
Yeah, yeah, we can take shifts.
Okay.
We'll take shifts all night guarding the
real show of trust in your constituency. I think you all might be a bunch of thieves, so we're gonna sit there on guard.
Well, to be fair, they would have stolen everything if we had left our cart there.
I'm sorry for suspecting what is evident.
Maybe all the bad ones stole and then they left. So we'll see. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
exactly.
maybe all the ones who stole were the ones who left. So.
And all the good ones did is fucking let it happen and wrecked what was left.
Right. Okay. Yeah. You rest successfully. Have a long rest, however long required. You feel refreshed the next day. The atmosphere and mood in the camp is noticeably better than when it was when you arrived. But the place still needs organizing. I'm happy to carry on if you guys are okay for me.
Yeah, it's Patriarch time. Come on.
Patriarch time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll be like 5 minutes or so, 10 minutes. Actually, I'll be 15 minutes. So I'm going to get a cup of tea. I'm going to get some, a sandwich or something as well. So I'm back in there.
Half an hour?
Christmas.
But decide what it is you want to do.
No, we're going to see the Patriarch.
So guys, let's talk about current affairs instead.
I can go for about another hour. How about you guys?
Yeah.
Another hour's good?
Mm-hmm.
I am limited only by my ability to remain interested.
Meow. Subscribe to my Subscribestar. I started a new account. Go to Subscribestar, look for V, and you can give me cash. I'll appreciate it. If you like my role playing, it's definitely yeah.
Similarly, if you'd like to buy some semi-official D&D merchandise, you can visit merch.oozaloo.net. There's a free Wendy shirt. There's an All Crusaders Just shirt. I got lazy and didn't make the spider one, but I will do that at some point, maybe.
Yeah, but just so you know, if you do that, you don't get anything. But if you donate to my Subscribestar, you get to feel good that you helped me out.
Well, ignoring, of course, the fact that you get the merchandise you paid for, yeah. Which is
I'll let the public decide. You know?
Actually, V, you just made a brilliant argument for giving it to the merch instead of to you. You literally get nothing.
See, I already got $2 while we were bickering, so I don't know if you sold any merch, but I'm just saying, like, my arguments seem to be convincing.
So if I sell one piece of merch, then I will have made more than you by a long way.
Yeah, so chat, please vote with your wallet on who is right. The fuck is Sargon doing?
He's
he went to
checking
make
the instructions on the tea seed box. So he can
said
grow
it'd
some.
be 15 minutes.
No.
Well, it's 10:30 now.
You know, I lied about getting $2. I didn't. So
holy shit.
I hope the chat doesn't want me to look like a liar. So if you can donate $2, I would appreciate it.
You may have just admitted that you were, but so we're still neck and neck then.
We definitely are.
Rags, during this break, do you want to set up your character sheet? if you're there. It sounds like he's not there.
How long until Subscribe Star gets killed by Amazon, though?
Who is making the microwave noises? Usually it's safe to blame V for background noises, but I just heard him talking, so...
Yeah, I don't even have a microwave here.
Uh-oh. I have a microwave.
What do you cook in the microwave?
Is your microwave haunted, Rags?
Huh?
Is your microwave haunted?
No, it's not. It makes noises when I press buttons on it, though.
Right, okay, yeah.
That's quite Rags.
Yes.
You want to start shoving stuff in your
pie hole?
No. in your character sheet instead of having it all written out.
So let me tell you.
Shoving stuff in my character sheet instead of having it all written out.
Well, no, like here, if you go to you know how you put it under the treasure tab in bio.
Yeah.
In order to make it clickable for easy use during the game, you got to put it in the inventory on your character sheet under core. Like how it says, there's equipment and then attacks and spellcasting. You can just add things. Like
I found this fucked up article, and I want to know your guys' opinion on it.
Just a second, okay. Before you do that,
doing things.
If you drag in an item from the compendium, it will not only add it to the equipment, but also make it clickable.
I'll give you a second.
I recommend you do that with all your equipment.
Okay, let's entertain the chat because this is boring. The chat. There was this article, and apparently this guy went to his girlfriend, right? And he sits on the couch while his girlfriend was sleeping, and the couch breaks and falls over the cat. And apparently the cat is now in a life and death situation, like it's struggling to breathe, like its spine is broken, right? So he goes to the girlfriend, explains the situation to her, and she says, well, put the cat out of the misery, because apparently like there was nothing they could do for her. So the guy puts the cat in the microwave, right? And the girl eventually goes downstairs and just, what the fuck, throws the guys out of the house and sues the guy for animal abuse. And apparently the judge said some powerful words of wisdom. Under no circumstance is there a reason for anyone to ever microwave a cat. And I'm looking at this and I'm reading the article. It's like, what the fuck did I just read?
The only thing I need to say to that is that there are about 7 to 8 billion people on this planet.
Yeah.
The force of probability means that kind of thing is just bound to happen at least once.
No, but honestly, like I'm going to read it on my next live stream, but it's like the most what the fuck thing that I have ever read in my entire life.
Spoilers for V's next live stream. Speaking of spoilers, it seems like at least some, if not all, of the Avengers cast who were quote-unquote killed will not be killed as promised. They will in fact come back. This wouldn't be such a problem. It was kind of obvious from the beginning, except that they were saying publicly, yes, these deaths are permanent.
They always do that. So while I'm looking for this article, I found another one. Apparently, there's a surprisingly high number of people microwaving cats. This guy that was doing it for like 20 seconds for a YouTube video, and apparently the moron actually gave brain damage to the animal. So now he's facing jail time for animal cruelty.
I'm surprised it was only that like mild.
Yeah, apparently he even uploaded the YouTube video with it. Like he just microwaved it for a little bit. But obviously, like when you do that in a microwave, the cells start boiling from the inside. So he gave brain damage to the cat.
Yeah,
fucked up. Yeah.
What the hell was he trying to achieve?
I don't know. I guess views. I mean, to be honest, there's people setting themselves on fire for YouTube videos. How can you tell if a cat's brain is damaged based on the actions of the cat? Like if it's not walking straight anymore, if it's obviously in pain and agony?
I think what chat is trying to imply correctly is that cats are simple and pointless creatures.
No, they're not. And honestly, these people are fucking disgusting for doing the things that they're doing.
Well, even simple and pointless creatures shouldn't be abused, but still. That poor microwave, though. Well, on V, you've got chat talking about cats in microwaves on a D&D stream.
Yeah, I think my job is done here.
Yes, the DCV Titan, they announced those movies, but we just keep getting the confirmation. Like there was I think a Doctor Strange trailer, and it actually has the character in it. So it's like there was a chance with those other ones that it was going to be a replaced character, though a very small chance. But now that we've actually seen it's the same exact character, then we know it's going to be undone. But that was easy to predict anyway. The problem was that they kept promising that it wasn't going to be that way, and we just keep getting confirmations that they were lying. I suppose they just figured that they're fucking Marvel, so they can get away with it.
A man was jailed for 4 months after torturing a cat by putting it in a microwave, a tumbler dryer, and a freezer. The man had no explanation for what he did, other than the fact that he was drunk.
Torva is saying, Sargon said it took 30 seconds to hear the sound of the tribal witch hit the bottom of the hole. That's 4,000 kilometers.
John Wyatt, prosecuting, said Roxy had been too cold to run away when she was taken out of a freezer. The animal, which belonged to one of Sherlock's relatives, is now extremely nervous, having suffered serious mental trauma. Wait. So he put the cat in a microwave, a tumbler dryer, and a freezer, and the cat survived? I guess so. That's why he's only getting 4 months. You should get a lot more. Like the most ridiculous case of animal abuse comes from Britain. There's a woman who picked up a cat, placed it in a bin, and just left it there for like over 30 hours.
Well, cats are trash, to be fair.
Oh my fucking god, those are little...
Well, is this an issue that you're actually emotional about?
Well, yeah, I mean, they're innocent creatures. Well, they're not innocent creatures. They're the nature's best predators, but still.
Are they nature's best predators?
Yeah, from the mammal kingdom, I think they are.
Are you talking like cats as a wider family, not small cats?
No, even small cats. They have a death-to-kill ratio that's quite surprisingly high.
What are their kill streaks like?
They measure it in lethality. It's basically like when the animal finds the prey, what are the likely chances of the prey actually escaping?
Okay. You're also going to measure their likelihood of finding prey, though, as well.
Well,
if you're measuring like that, I bet spiders are really high up.
Yeah, but they're not mammals.
Okay, well, if it's for mammals specifically, then maybe not. What about spider lolly? They're mammals.
Do you know someone gave me $500 to kill devil in Dungeons and Dragons?
Well, if they've given it to you, then you haven't done it.
Well, I was only enticed with it.
I guess if you didn't sign a contract, they've just given you $500. So
yeah, like, can you imagine if someone actually sues me? It's like, I gave you $500 to kill devil in D&D, and you haven't done it.
All right, I'm back.
But to be honest, if someone actually gives me $500, devil, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to do it.
Tell you what, you give me $250 of that, I'll let you kill me.
For $250, I wouldn't kill anyone, so it would have to be $750. If someone gives me $750, then I'll give $250 to Rags, and I'll kill you.
Do it.
I'm sorry, but it's the interest rate,
Jane Haran says humans have the best ratio. Yeah, obviously. I think V was excluding humans. Humans kill other predators for fun. It's not a competition.
Well, like here is debatable because it would be like one human versus one animal. Like humans, they kill in pack.
If you're excluding tools and the context of their social status, then you have to exclude a lot of other animals by default.
I guess, yeah.
Which doesn't really make sense in nature, because humans' natural habitats today are cities. Humans' natural tools of hunting these days are like farms and like.
I agree.
Did we look for when we were shopping? Did any of you do an investigation roll for AR-15s?
No.
With a bump stock, maybe? That would speed this campaign up. V would be happy about that.
I mean, if you have a high dexterity, sure.
What about legal dexterity to get the bump stock on it?
Legal dexterity.
I'm going to read out one of Sargon's super chats because he probably won't do it anyway. Paraplanetia Missionary for $2 says Spider Lolly is quote unquote top predator, Uzulu. Well, in this campaign, not yet, but we'll get there.
You know, I'm starting to believe the conspiracy that me and Sargon were in a homosexual relationship for 13 years because he is acting like my girlfriend. He said 15 minutes and it's been a half an hour now.
He ain't the girlfriend in that relationship.
It's been 11 minutes, but I get it. So, V, how many times have you eaten Sargon?
I don't know. It's been 13 years.
His name is Daddy Bear.
How do you know this, Rags?
Isn't V a scaly?
Yeah.
So wouldn't it be like Daddy Cobra?
Oh my fucking god, kill me now.
So Rags, I put a bunch of stuff in your character sheet while you were off. My
So V, how does the
anything good? Or was it the same shit I had, or is it some new stuff?
No, it's the same stuff. Just take a look at it. I put the 10 gold in the gold.
Unarmed longbow, short bow, dagger, rapier. Oh, is there like a gold?
Yeah, it's down below.
Oh, that's what GP is? Gold pieces?
Yeah.
What's EP in the other one?
EP and PP. Well, I know what PP is, but what's EP?
Platinum and something else between gold and silver that D&D uses, but that we're not using. There's apparently there's 5 denominations in D&D lore.
What would that be? What material even starts?
Electrum.
Well, that's not real, but
Electrum
is not real.
Occurring silver gold alloy.
Oh, I was thinking of something in a fantasy thing that was also called Electrum.
Okay.
Carmen Electrum.
I'm so pissed off that Dota managed to fuck up its card game. Valve actually released a game called Artifact, and because it's so pay to win and pay to play, a lot of people just dropped it. It's sad. It's a good game.
Yeah. Well, bad monetization schemes will ruin good games.
That is absolutely true.
I've heard someone argue that it's a good monetization system.
Which one?
Actually, it was Harmful Opinions.
What did they say?
I can't remember exactly, but he said something along the lines of that the initial buy-in is actually like the value of the decks that you get, the cards that you get, and then you're paying basically what you would for a physical trading card game with all the other.
Yeah, but here's the difference, right? First of all, in a physical card game, you actually get the cards.
That is
like
true.
If
I think
this
that's
game
a big thing though. Like if I'm paying as much money as I would for the real thing without having the real thing, that's a big.
I can't remember if that was his argument, but it was the fact that it's proportional was essentially what it came down to. I think I don't know if it was proportional to real card games, but I think the buy-in for the game is quite low. So I think it's kind of like Dota in that.
But here's the thing: like you're comparing it with other computer games, right? And if you look at it, you get Hearthstone, which is completely free. And you can still gather money in order to buy cards. And secondly, a big part of the fun when you play actual card games is that you can chat with your opponent. This doesn't allow you to even chat with your opponent.
If you're gonna pay the price of real cards, then I can go and buy real cards at the shop and play with people and like go down there and.
I guess it's the commodity, you know.
You can't matchmake in 10 seconds with the
that's exactly. It's there's a commodity in playing from your bedroom, and you can play whenever you want.
But with Hearthstone on the market, they would have to. I mean, it's difficult to do a pay-to-play game when you have such a prolific free-to-play game on the market.
But to be honest, I would expect at least a chat. Like Hearthstone started the cancer where you shouldn't chat with your opponent. And now everyone seems to do it. And the thing is, like, Magic the Gathering used to have a chat, and it wasn't that bad. Like, people weren't flaming each other.
Well, it's like console multiplayer and PC multiplayer. It's like, if you're gonna charge me for this, if you're gonna charge me for nothing, you'd better give me some amazing, crazy thing that makes it worth it. But you don't. So, like, oh, then why would I do that?
Chat has a good idea. I could summon the spider lolly and get it to venom in a bottle. I don't know if the venom would last, because when it's like the spider is celestial and it's summoned, so the spider
maybe
maybe the venom would.
Yeah, maybe the venom would just lose its potency.
But as long as the spider is around, I don't think Sargon could argue that the venom won't work, and the spider would have venom.
You should definitely summon it in the front of the Patriarch.
Yeah, sounds like a great idea. I'll tell him you did it.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh no, it's the spider again. Ah.
Yeah, after you summon it, you can say whatever you want. I don't mind.
So, chat, is EP actually Electrum pieces, or is it something else?
I looked it up. I googled it on the D&D thing. You can go D&D EP, and it's Electrum.
Okay, fair enough.
They're half a gold piece, and platinum pieces are worth 10 gold pieces.
So was that named Electrum long before electricity existed?
I don't know if Electrum.
Because someone in the chat was saying that some of the first coins were made of Electrum.
Because it's a mix between gold and silver. Electrum is a naturally occurring alloy of gold and silver with trace amounts of copper and other metals. It has also been produced artificially and is often known as green gold. The ancient Greeks called it gold or white gold, as opposed to refined gold. So Electrum is indeed a thing.
But I guess that it wasn't called Electrum in the past, because I don't know what the root word for electricity and Electrum actually means.
I'm actually looking that up right now.
I know. This is the kind of thing that everyone else is bored by, but I'm curious about.
Etymology. The name Electrum is the Latinized form of the Greek word electron, mentioned in the Odyssey, referring to a metallic substance consisting of gold alloyed with silver.
Oh, okay. So Electrum is actually the original root.
The same word was also used for the substance amber, likely because of the pale yellow color of certain varieties. It's from amber's electrostatic properties that the modern English words electron and electricity are derived.
That's fascinating.
Oh my god, 15 minutes are up.
They are.
18, actually.
Time flies.
18 minutes. See, that wasn't that bad. Right.
I made toast and poached 2 eggs.
Guess how much discussion about what we're going to do next we've done?
0, obviously.
Oh,
right.
Good
well,
guess.
you need. I don't need to guess. You need to go
to the Patriarch.
Yep. Take you about an hour to travel there.
No, just you, V. You need to leave.
Are you all going? What's happening?
We're supposed to meet up with the prince first, right?
You can meet him at the town.
Okay. I guess we'll all go.
Yeah, until the party splits, I'm with everyone here.
Okay. How are you getting there?
Take the cart. Definitely take the cart.
Okay.
Oh yes.
We don't want anything being stolen, so I will unlock the cart, and we will go.
How many horses do you have?
4.
Right. The cart only requires 2 horses.
Well, we'll take 4.
Okay. Who's riding the other 2?
We can hitch them to the cart.
Lord Arch.
The horse is mine. I'll ride the horse with Dev. Go away.
You're not going to ride in your bathtub?
Is anyone else riding a horse?
Well, I'm driving the cart, so I'll stay.
I guess I'm on the cart. I'm carting.
V Uzulu, you taking a horse?
I don't think it's worth summoning mine, considering we're about to go to a place where they don't really like people using magic very much.
Yeah.
So I'll just ride a horse if there's a spare one.
There's a spare one, yes.
Okay, and Brother V can humbly walk like the people that he is.
That is fine.
There's not space in the back of the cart?
Well, yeah, you could ride it if you wanted.
I'll ride if that's the possibility. If not, I'll just...
Well, that humility gone pretty fucking quick.
Yeah. Okay, so who are you leaving in charge of the camp?
Fenric.
Yeah, Fenric's good choice for that.
Okay. Fenric says, yes, brother. I'll make sure that
I'm bringing Bartholomew and Matthew, by the way.
You're bringing Bartholomew and Matthew.
Yes. V, I suggest you give a short speech saying we're not going to be gone for 2 weeks. We're just going for the day. We'll see you tonight.
I assume that everyone knows where we're going by now.
Fenric asks you what he should get the people to work on.
Just not get the camp into the abhorrent state that we found it.
You know that dance from Thriller.
I'm sure there's camp stuff they can do, like digging pits and fixing tents and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
make the place look nice.
Since you guys doesn't understand how fucking camping works, right? There's currently a goddamn fucking epidemics going on. So first and foremost, need to arrange all of this properly. Anyone that's still sick goes to one side of the camp, away from everybody else. Those who are hale and hearty enough needs to get to digging graves for anybody who's dead. Get rid of them. Mm-hmm. We also need latrine pits to stop any further infection from spreading.
Mm-hmm.
As a brief interjection, I can cure 5 diseases.
I think that your 2 assistants suggest that they should perhaps stay and carry out your orders. Make sure that the refugees do that.
We'll do that later. I'm going to see the Patriarch now and be taken into the service of a fucking prince. I need to have some men-at-arms with me.
Right, okay.
My appearance is more important than everybody else's life.
That's fine. I guess you can fix the problems they have when you get back. Right. Well, then, I guess the procession leaves the camp.
So, where have they been drinking from?
Oh, there's a river.
Okay, have they contaminated that river by shitting in it yet?
Well, everyone does.
Okay, lovely. Right, stop that. This is what the latrine pits are for.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll worry about fixing these people's disgusting hygiene afterwards.
Guard on the fucking road. V, look after your fucking peasants.
Yeah, but my character wouldn't know modern medicine.
And you're the Lord.
Not drinking where you shit. That's not too modern.
No shit.
I think
this was a readily apparent in the Middle Ages.
So we'll worry about fixing the camp later.
You were even going to use this knowledge to poison a town earlier.
I mean, I stopped drinking.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Sorry, that was great. Right. Okay. Yeah. It takes you an hour to get there. Archer, I assume you're leading the procession.
Yes. I will not be wearing my. Actually, is it common to wear armor at these ceremonies or fine clothing?
Good clothing. You're not going to need armor.
Okay. In that case, I will not be wearing the armor, but my fine set of clothes.
Right. Okay.
Let's hope V doesn't get us dead.
Well, I mean, the GM said you're not going to need armor, so hopefully that means we're not going to need armor.
Well, the rest of you wearing armor or what?
I don't have much of a choice.
I think, would my armor be... Well, actually, I bought some more armor, didn't I? So I guess it's not ceremonial. Well, Archer, your men-at-arms, quote-unquote, are they going to come
They'll be wearing full equipment, because there's no reason not to. Like, there's no reason for you guys not to wear armor.
Right.
Yeah, I'm wearing it.
Yeah, all right, I'll do so.
Then also you make Arch look like he has more impressive force than he does.
Sure.
Yeah.
I brought my tunic.
Well, didn't you get studded leather?
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Yeah. That's fine.
Studded tunic.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Right, yeah, you travel down there, it takes about an hour.
Fancy, wear a 3-nick.
Yep. I know, it takes, yeah. You arrive at the city gates, and the guard asks you why you're here.
I am here to see Prince Emmerich.
On what business?
On the business of entering his service.
He checks a scribe next to him. The scribe nods, and he yells, "Open the gates," and the gates are opened, and you are free to enter Penderley.
Hey. We go shopping now?
You could, but you're probably expected at the cathedral.
There's a possibility that we could ask the prince about the ring, just an aside for when we're there.
Yeah, we probably should. But let's do that after the ceremony, in case this is his second or third brother, and he'll break down in tears.
Sure.
Right, okay. Yeah, you head to the cathedral. Who's going in?
Well, all of us, but I'll go first and find Prince Emmerich.
I assume we'll be like marching in formation behind him or something. Maybe not marching, but like
walking
like
in an orderly fashion.
Yeah. It's all line up.
Is that how you're doing it?
We're
just desperately trying to not look like the disorganized bunch of idiots we are.
Yep.
Okay, and so
with the soldierly decorum.
V and I should probably bring up the rear since we're both, priestly looking.
We've got 3 guys that look like standard soldiers, and then these 2 just miscellaneous amalgams of.
Should we keep V outside? I'm still afraid that the Patriarch's going to see him and just fucking.
I haven't been excommunicated yet.
I'm like half worried that those drunken sailors have already spread the news of your miracles to half the population.
The very trustworthy drunken sailors.
Well, more so than you, probably. V and Dev, why don't you go and do some shopping while we attend to
We could. Business. Probably cheaper markets here.
If they go, I'll go.
Yep, you enter the cathedral and you're greeted by a few priests. You explain who you are to them, and they usher you through into the main hall that's otherwise closed off. And in there you see the Patriarch is pictured talking to Prince Emmerich. You can't hear what they're saying, obviously. They're talking quite low tones, and as you approach, they turn to face you, and the Patriarch says, "Good morning, Lord Arch." And the prince just nods, says, "Are you ready?"
I am.
And they begin explaining the process of the ceremony, what the purpose is, all of the sort of formalization of it and the procedure of it.
Do you, Prince Emmerich, here take this vassal?
Exactly.
Do you cherish him?
Well, no. Do you accept him as your lord and fight his fights as your fights? Things like this, blah blah blah. And then the Pope, the Patriarch,
tells them that they may kiss the vassal.
Basically, yeah. That's what it kind of is, isn't it? Though, I mean, that as well. And then he splashes water in your face. You say whatever words you're told to say, and there we are. And after about half an hour, you are in the eyes of the Lord, the sacred vassal of Prince Emmerich. You now have deep bonds of loyalty to him. Don't be a tart.
Oh, deep in fucking deed.
The prince says, okay, what's the prince actually want you to do? I suppose the prince wants you to talk to you about his new island.
Lovely.
That island's having a bit of an identity crisis right now, isn't it?
Yes, and so he.
What's the phase?
He asks you to come with him so you guys can talk about it. But V, the Patriarch walks over to you and says, "Good morning. I noticed that Bishop Stavron has been in your camp."
I cross myself and I say, "Yes, Your Holiness. When I got to the camp, Bishop Stavron was there tending to the sick."
Is that all he was doing?
As far as I know, yes.
He says, "Well, you are aware of him being under investigation, aren't you?"
Yes, I am the one who actually brought the evidence of the heresy to the Inquisitor.
Yes, Lord, I am the rat, Squiff.
So he looks kind of surprised that you don't seem concerned about that.
He is higher stature than me. Right now, he is still officially with the church. He has not been found guilty. As such, there is nothing a man of my low stature can do against him.
Well, yes, but are any of your people expressing any signs of heresy?
I have just gotten from a long trip. I haven't got time to talk with my people. But if I would find any heretical behavior, I will report it to the Inquisition, just like I did when I found Bishop Stavron dealing in heresy.
The Patriarch sighs and says, "Yes. Okay, well, why don't you try and go and enforce some orthodoxy on them?"
Of course.
So we don't have to have this conversation again.
Of course, Your Holiness. It's what I've been trying to do. There is another matter that I would like to discuss with you, Your Holiness.
Go on.
Is water wet?
No, it makes other things wet.
I am unable to...
Sorry.
Why can't it also be wet itself, though?
Because it's water.
That's not really... You know what? Never mind.
Water makes other things wet, but water itself is not wet.
Why not?
Because it's the thing that makes other things wet.
But why couldn't it also be wet itself?
Because you can't get water on water.
But that's not how you define wet necessarily.
Having water on it.
Not necessarily.
I think that's the definition of wet.
Yeah, that is one part of the definition. But something
of being covered or saturated with water.
But that doesn't answer the question of whether water itself is wet. Also, by the way, water does have water on it all the time.
Well, they mix together, don't they?
Yeah, water has water on it all the time.
No, water has water
so
on
I'll
it.
tell you what.
Water molecules are adjacent.
One atom of water is not wet. I will allow you that. But water is wet, generally speaking.
The rest of the water is not also wet. The water doesn't have water on it. The water is the essence of the thing. That's what it is.
Well,
so what you're saying is that water cannot be on water by definition.
Well, I mean, maybe if you had like two different types of water.
What the fuck are you guys doing?
It works. I got everyone talking about whether it's fucking wet or not.
I would define water as being unable to be wet because it is the thing that makes other things wet.
Right.
I love this argument because I don't think there's any sense straight up.
I think that's a silly contrivance that's sort of a parlor trick to be able to tell people.
Isn't it? It's amazing, right? But you can't disprove it. That's the problem.
You can't prove it.
No. Exactly. But it's linguistically correct, right? That's a postmodern argument, effectively.
Sure
I've been thinking about it for ages, and that's why I was able to just blurt it out like that. I've been thinking about this for fucking ages for some reason. But anyway, what was the Patriarch saying?
He was saying that there's a new Plinketto out.
Right. You had a question for MV.
Yeah. The way my let me think how to phrase this. The way the prophet works for me is that he sends me visions and dreams, which allows me to channel his divine power onto this earth.
Is that a lie?
No, it's actually a lie. Isn't it? Okay.
Your religion changes almost daily.
No.
This is actually the Patriarch, the prophet telling you things.
Why is Arch speaking? Is he here? Can he let me roleplay, please?
Arch, you're not here, I'm afraid. I do have to say, your character knows that's not true.
Okay, I didn't know that my character knows that that's not true.
Okay.
How does the spell work, actually? Because that's literally how I prepare the spells.
You have a communion with some kind of spiritual entity. You presume it's God, or the prophet, or whatever. And then you're filled with spiritual power.
Okay. In one of my prayers, I believe the prophet guided me to what my purpose is on this earth.
The Patriarch blinks and then says, "Go on."
I believe that the prophet wants me is going to usher the second coming. I believe that during the crusade, when our forces will engage the enemy forces, our prophet is going to do battle against the beast god. And if the prophet wins, then there's going to be heaven on earth. But if the prophet loses, there are going to be disastrous consequences.
Okay. The Patriarch just considers this in a kind of like Elon Musk face. He's just hit the joint. It's like, it's very interesting. It is my belief that the prophet will walk the earth among the army of the faithful and lead us into glorious battle. Again, he pauses and then smiles and says, "Well, we can but pray for that."
I nod and I ask him if I am free to leave.
Of course.
All right.
Right.
Question was the statement that the prophet is returning.
Yeah, I gave him a prophecy, basically.
Okay. I was just wondering why you were like, "May I ask you a question?" And then like, "Here's a prophecy."
No, the question is, should I keep this information to myself, or can I share it with other members of the church?
Well, no. Keep that to yourself.
I know.
Right, Arch. Prince Emmerich would like to talk to you about your newly found and, I guess, conquered land.
Of course.
He asks you what you're planning to do.
Oh, just to clarify first, it's north we're heading, right? The Crusade?
No, it's actually west we're heading. We can't really take an army this large through the mountains.
Okay, so we're going to sail along the shore. Is that it?
Yes, and we're. I mean, you're probably aware that there's not like the Outer Isles is a large archipelago that's going to have to be negotiated.
Mm-hmm.
To sail around a particularly a particularly dense area of jungle.
Could we buy a world map at some point?
Yeah.
Would doing that fill out the map on Roll20 for us?
Probably not.
Then how does that work? How does buying? Will you draw?
Have you seen old maps?
I know they're not that accurate, but they're better than black.
Well,
I have a question. Is the world flat?
Obviously not.
This world might be.
Yeah. This is a fantasy land. The world is obviously not flat. It must be round.
Oh, I see.
Unlike real life. But right, so yeah, Arch, what are you doing with your fief?
Well, I'll tell him that I claimed it in my own name to keep it secure for the crusade, and obviously, by extension, now that I am your sworn man, for your sake. I feel, my lord, that this will give you an extremely valuable position in any further negotiations, shall we say, between our friendly cooperative brethren, since you will be sitting on prima real estate for a resupply base for the entire crusade.
Yeah, the prince nods, but says, I thought it was just populated by savages, though. If there's nothing there, then we can't really use it. What's it do for us?
Well, its location is the most important. Just like all other islands in the area, they are populated by savages with very little in the way of infrastructure. However, it is easily accessible by boat and small ship, as we've determined ourselves. The population, again, whilst it could possibly be used, the locals, they would require a lot of training. Their loyalty would be suspect, their faith, even more so. Better to bring in our own men and so ensure monopoly over this forward supply base. We could simply state to any other member of the crusade that they could risk bringing supplies the entire way, which would easily be a week-long journey, if not more, or they could utilize our supply base for whatever recompense the prince feels is just.
He nods and says, well, do you have your own men to populate the island with?
We will be looking for people to start mining the silver, as previously mentioned. As for a full supply operation, it depends. I believe the prince should perhaps make the case to the other lords that this should be made a priority, and thusly the other lords as well might be willing to invest in this space.
He screws up his face. He doesn't really think that that's something that's kind of outside of the realm of what he would do, because he wants to have sovereignty over the island.
Well, obviously, he still would.
But you're approaching it from the perspective of a free marketeer. All trades guild monopoly. So.
No. I'm trying to make it's his by right because it's mine. Yeah. So them investing is purely in the supply base.
I think they wouldn't see it as an investment. I think they'd see it as a donation, like a charitable, honourable donation. I don't think they'd see it as an investment.
That would be how we would phrase it to them. Like we would tell them, like you pay, you get supplies.
Sorry, that was a bit out of character there, just to establish that we understood what we were talking about there.
Okay, yeah, no. I'm trying to tell them in a wink fashion. You know? Right. They can be offered access to our supplies, or they can wait a week, but they'll have to pay for it.
Okay, well, surely it's going to cost quite a lot of money to take supplies over there to build buildings and build docks, things like that.
Surely, but it would also become, quite possibly, the single largest point of supply for the entire crusade, with all of the political capital that would include in owning it.
The prince nods and says yes, but who's going to pay for that?
Prince is asking a question he should already have the answer to, really.
Okay. One, I'm sure we can get some money from various investors. I'm sure there's merchant guilds or something around here.
There undoubtedly are.
Which could do it for some recompense. We'll have to evaluate where all of the money is going to come from, but the sheer possibility of literally sitting on such prima real estate must surely be worth the investment.
He nods and says, yeah, it absolutely would be, but then we would have the crusade to go on. It's surely not more than a week now until the final kings arrive.
Surely.
You would need an administrator he trusts who doesn't want to go to the crusade.
Well, as for personnel...
He says, I'm not opposed to you doing this, because Lord knows we could use a steady supply of silver on the crusade. So if you set up a mine and start shipping us silver, however often, that would be, that would be unbelievably valuable for us. But I just don't know if we can get it all done or afford to get it all done in the remaining time we have. We would definitely have to take a huge loan because, and he kind of looks a bit sheepish, but I don't have that much money left.
Okay. Well, the Crusade's a lengthy affair. It's not going to be done in a fortnight.
Mm-hmm.
The proceeds from the mine might also be used to finance parts of it.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, we will have to build a basic dock just to transport the silver.
Yeah.
So to use it in some way of supplies as well, even though it might not be an outblown base from day one, seems like a worthy long-term goal.
But you're going to have to contract, artisans and spend lots of money doing all of this. And you're going to have to take out a big loan.
Oh, we're going to have to do that regardless.
Yes, but he says someone is going to have to guarantee it.
Okay. What does he
suggest? This guy really doesn't want to guarantee the loan, does he?
Well, he's nervous about the idea, it seems.
Someone in chat is reminding us that he could summon a temple on the island.
That is correct.
True. He could technically build an entire supply base because D&D.
But he'd have to do it every single day, wouldn't he?
Yeah, but the problem is, if he does it, what was it, for a month, it becomes permanent.
I thought it was for a year.
Yeah, I think it's for a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question.
Quite as ridiculous then.
Does a port city count as a steed?
No.
Probably.
It is D&D 5th edition.
Okay, I'll just ask him what kind of guarantor / collateral would he expect? Because regardless, we'll have to build the mine, no matter what, basically.
Well, presumably he wants the island. He wants transfer. That would be the normal thing I think he would suggest.
Okay, in which case I'll ask for money.
Well, no, this isn't in the case that you failed to pay your debts, and.
So he wants to loan me the money?
No. You're going to take a loan from a merchant's guild, presumably.
Uh-huh.
But there's going to have to be a guarantee, and that'll be your feudal lord. And that means he gets your feudal. He gets anything you own by feudal right, effectively.
Okay, but he didn't have money. Why would he set up to be the guarantee in that case?
Because he would then have to pay it. I mean, he does have money. He's a prince, after all. But he's spent through a lot of his war chest.
Okay. Fine, I guess. Depending on the loan we can get, that should be fine.
Basically, he's probably not going to be very happy if you fail to pay the loan back.
Okay, yeah, I understand.
This is going to turn into Tropico, isn't it?
I don't know.
Probably.
Apparently.
This campaign is just going to be like a island management sim.
I guess. But I mean,
can I just mention that Arch, we're planning to do this business venture with, I assume, the workforce that we just found degenerated after like a 2-week voyage.
Oh.
Are we going to hire other men? Because that's going to make the loan bigger.
We're going to have to hire actual specialists. Building a mine in medieval times is a highly skill-based.
But what I think what Uzli means is using these people as the labor who then actually work in the mine. Obviously the people who build the mine, and any of it, it's going to be specialists.
No, we would be looking for miners. The thing is, mining is a very difficult fucking task with medieval technology. These guys would must be useless. They could be trained, but
yeah, I don't disagree with that as the method.
Are you going to take them to the island to be farmers or something?
I would probably bring them along to start some kind of basic infrastructure.
Yeah, so farming and stuff like this.
Better than leaving them here.
Well, I guess so. But yeah, okay. The prince says, "Come and consult me before you sign any because obviously he'll need to be a guarantor of it. But try and be reasonable. He seems to really want the silver.
Yeah, well, we will of course be reasonable, my lord.
I want to send a message to what's his name, Bishop Stavron.
What, you want to send a message?
Yes.
What, right
magically, of course.
Magically, right now, from within the cathedral.
When I'm alone, and when you finish with Arch.
Right, are we done? Or
yeah, I believe you're done talking to Prince Emmerich, and he says, "Just welcome," and leaves.
Okay. There's anything else, any duties or incomes or anything that is associated with this, or is this just an honorary title for the time being?
Oh, what, Lord Archer?
Do anything specifically?
Oh well, I mean, when it's all set up, then he's obviously going to essentially tell you how much silver he's going to require and things like this.
All right, no, as related to the title.
Oh, not at the moment. Nothing specific. He'll send messengers if needed.
All right.
When he's summoning you for a battle or something. Right. Okay. Sorry, V. What did you want to do?
Yeah. So I'll go in someplace private where I'll just walk around the streets or something like that after the ceremony is over. Right, and I'm trying to send a message to Bishop Stavron.
Okay, but okay.
Right. So it's a telepathic message, and he can respond to it. He knows it's me.
Right.
And I will say, the Patriarch is following you. He knows you are in the camp, and he believes you are spreading heresy. I covered for you, but be careful in the future.
Let's hope this can't be intercepted.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello, is someone on the line? Is someone listening?
Yeah, right. Yeah, just like, okay, fair enough. You could have left before you did that, I guess. But right, okay, I'm gonna go through the super chats and then.
Wait. Is he not going to respond to that?
Why not just walk back and tell him in person later today?
Because this is more cool.
Okay.
And it can't be intercepted. The NSA doesn't know a thing.
Right, okay, so Dating Chronologue, Building Australia. Wait,
he didn't respond to it? He's ignoring
No, he didn't give you a response.
He has me on block?
No, he just didn't respond. Maybe he's ghosting you.
Oh, he's muting me, is he?
Maybe he doesn't know what to say.
Are you sure the Patriarch hasn't shadow banned you? From the magical
shadow banned from Bishop Stavron.
To the shadow realm.
You're going to actually have to go around his house and talk to him.
Yeah, but the thing
like is, a normie, like a muggle.
Yeah, like a muggle.
Like you know, hold on. I'll send him another message. Jesus fucking Christ, he's pissing me off. Like,
how many messages can you send?
3 per day.
I showed you my telepathy answer.
Yeah. I'll say I don't think it's safe to talk in person. And we should avoid each other for a little bit until things die down.
What? Is this on the assumption that someone's listening to you?
Well, I do think the man in black robes was actually hired by the Inquisition to keep an eye, and since the Inquisition knew that Bishop Stavron was in camp, clearly they have an eye on the camp.
What makes you think that?
Prophet V. He was one of your followers, wasn't he?
Well, obviously he was pretending, considering I never seen him before.
Yeah, but where did the mind reading ability come into it?
It's called intuition.
Right. Does Bishop Stavron have that same intuition?
Well, I obviously mentioned that the Patriarch was asking about him, and he was asking if he was preaching heresy.
Right.
So clearly, the fact that they knew he was in the camp, obviously they have him followed.
Okay, well, you send him a second message saying we can't see each other anymore, It's
no. I send him and say that
I still love you, but my boyfriend knows.
No, yeah, I'll send him. I think you're being followed.
Yes, I'm keeping the cat.
The second message is I think the Inquisition is following your every move, so you should be careful.
Okay. Again, you don't get a reply.
God, motherfucking damn! Are you getting this, Bishop's down?
Whatever you do, don't start sending telepathic messages from in the cathedral.
No, I wasn't in the cathedral. I made it absolutely.
You're listening.
He went outside the cathedral.
I'm walking on the
totally
street
different.
like with the earpiece on. And
I do like the idea of you standing in the same room as the Patriarch, sending a telepathic message using magic that's forbidden to a heretic.
He's not a heretic.
A pending heretic.
Well, if he's a heretic, why is he excommunicated?
Pending.
To be fair, the church is vacillating furiously on this, facilitating. It's like, on one hand, they're like, V, you can't call him a heretic. We haven't condemned him yet. And at the same time, V, why are you talking to a heretic?
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, it's the difference between the Inquisition and the Patriarch, isn't it?
V slide into Stavron's DMs.
Stavron, press mute.
That was from Daka in chat, one of my patrons.
Right, I'm gonna go through the super chat. Sorry, there have been quite a few.
Oh boy!
I expect you guys to go gobbling on these natives, D&D event, and so on. Yeah, I know, it's amazing, isn't it?
We can barely get along with ourselves.
I say sell them as slaves. I mean, you got to do something with them.
I actually tried that, but the party
just burn the heretics and be done with it. Yeah, dude, it wouldn't have mattered. Like, Dev seems to think the women are manipulative. Really, Dev, are you blue pilled on the whamming question? Corn demands their blood. Not a genocide if no one's supposed to talk about it. Good point.
That's that linguistic thinking again.
Yeah. That's exactly it. This is the start of a reboot of Magnificent Seven when the poor white savages band together and defend the island. No, it's too late for that. Machiavelli kill their prince and replace them. My favorite low magic high autism D&D game. Yeah, it really is. Like autism is our magic. You're wrong, Sargon. Abundance of precaution is natural.
Here's the final art, by the way.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, go for it.
There it is.
See, V is a postmodern cleric. He's not a prophet, but these are just miracles. The miracle, you can't prove the miracle came from V. All you can say is my senses perceived that the miracle came from V, but your senses are subjective. You can't prove that they represent any kind of objective reality, because every way you would try and do that depends on your subjective senses. So ultimately, V is actually the postmodernist prophet.
That is correct.
I think that's even further than postmodernism. That's just like that's deconstructing the existence of causality.
Yeah,
I don't think they get that. I don't think they've got that far yet.
Oh, they have. Read some of the stuff. It's incredibly like asinine. It's like, well, yeah, okay, technically that's true, but we literally can't live like that. So fuck off.
Is that like Bill Clinton saying it depends what your definition of the word it is?
Yeah, literally. It's that kind of stuff. But Bill Clinton was but anyway, the Albigensian Crusade was basically IBS spurgery. No, it wasn't actually. It wasn't. It was like a skeptic civil war.
What?
It was way like IBS spurgery. That like the royal wars were basically IBS spurgery, but this was an ideological crusade. Merry Xmas, you filthy boomer. Still waiting for you to set up a PO box. The vassalage can't send its tribute if we don't know send it. Oh man, sorry, I haven't done it. I've been really fucking busy. Like tomorrow, I'm getting up really early because I'm going to interview Lord Pearson, who's the only UKIP Lord.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's going to be. Hopefully, it'll be good. He's a smart chap, and
finally a real lord around here.
Yeah, he's an actual lord, and it's like fucking hell.
But I've been told you got kicked out of the UKIP party.
I don't think they would want to kick me out. I don't see why they would.
Well, they told me you're not important. They told me that.
I don't speak at the thing.
But Mauritius Struggle said.
I've spoken to Mauritius Struggle, man. I think he's all right at the moment.
But Tildir, come
on.
Yeah,
I actually have a question. Sargon, I heard that you got an email inviting you back to Patreon.
Yeah, and I'll put up a video tomorrow probably.
What?
about what's happening with Patreon, because Patreon it's essentially they want me to prove that I'm not a racist to them. And it's just like,
did you link your YouTube channel?
Well, that's the thing, right? The previous statement was, we monitor your entire online brand. And it's like, okay, so then you must know from my videos where I say that racism is a bad idea. Like, why are we doing this?
This is what I hate about it. Like, you can say that racism is a bad idea 100 times, but if they go back 10 years and they find a racist tweet, they will use that against you.
Yeah, like, you say you're not a racist constantly, but can you prove that you
that's
say
exactly it? That's what they want me to go down. And I'm just like, no, I'm not going to do that, obviously. So, but I'll put up a video about it so everyone can see exactly how they phrase this. It's incredible. Then they are not even accusing me of breaching the terms of service. They're not even accusing me of it. It's like, okay, I guess we'll have a trial to see whether I'm a racist then.
Trial,
because that's what they want to do.
How can you even prove you're not racist?
Exactly, that's what makes it a fucking witch trial.
Prove you're innocent.
Make a video with 3 of your black friends. Oh wait, that
doesn't count.
That doesn't count. Yeah.
I think Patreon have fallen even further from quite far from when they were saying, well, Lauren Southern was probably physically attacking
manifest
people
observable behavior.
Yeah, and I was like, well, you said a mean word on someone else's channel months and months ago.
Dude, by the standard that they're setting out here, the IBS crowd can destroy literally anyone if they want on Patreon. Literally anyone. Like they are arguing that I didn't take this word out of context when I was using it, that I wasn't using it in a different context when I'm calling a Nazi it. So it's like, well, obviously the context must be different, but they've taken that out and now they want me to provide some kind of evidence. Like, well, what could I say? Like, we're talking about my intentions here, you lunatics. But anyway, I'll put the video up about it tomorrow because it's genuinely
a good conversation. They're going at Jack Dorsey's tweets and they're finding problematic tweets from Jack Dorsey from 2004.
Well,
nobody is pure enough.
No.
Dude, you know what kind of people I really don't like? White Nazi black slaves.
Right. V, what game are you playing this time? You're obviously quiet at that point. You guys stat micromanage way more strictly in your games than me. My group tend to play fairly loose and imprecise, like we allow free clip weapons. I'm too autistic for that. Hello, dickhead McGee. Pointy sticks are not to be trusted. Who said it? Uzla or Sadiq Khan? Both. Not watching the no confidence vote. No, she already fucking passed it. The Conservatives are damning themselves. I don't understand. It's like, look, everyone hates Theresa May. What are you doing? She's gonna fuck everything up. I don't think the Conservatives are going to be electable next time.
But they're up against Corbyn, who's just giving them so much leeway to be shit.
But he's going to walk it now, I think. I mean, surely, you can't think that May's deal is a good idea. I can't believe anyone can make an argument for it.
Do you think it's going to be good for UKIP?
Well, yeah, I think it's going to be good for UKIP.
If Corbyn gets elected, then it will have to be the lowest turnout of any vote in 50 years.
I don't think it's going to be. I think people are going to be pissed. I think the candidates. I think a lot of candidates would say, "Look, I was for hard Brexit," and people will vote for that on principle. I think there will be a decent chunk of people who will vote for that on principle because no deal Brexit was the most popular position in the country. So it's just I don't know why there isn't I think Mogg will win his constituency fairly convincingly. But anyway, let's carry on. Arch, can you share a few thoughts on chapter approved 18? No, it's going to take too long. I have to get to bed soon. That's why. Sorry. Apparently, May is getting voted out. Nope. And does Brevik Island retreat by Arch Warhammer? Basically, what he's playing. Theresa, Brexit in our time, May. That's awesome. V pissed off the captain. V has made a gypsy camp.
The year that she can't be no confidence, I think, will end before the next general election. Unless there's one called before that, so they could just keep trying it until what is it now? 2023.
I think you British people have Theresa May derangement syndrome at this point.
Not all of us.
What do you mean?
Well, you keep impeach her.
Dude, she's literally making us a vassal state.
Yeah.
You deserve to be a vassal state because you are happy that you're leaving the EU and don't have to deal with the Article 11 and Article 13, and you are chuckling that people like me are going to have to deal with this shit.
Like I said, I've done way more about it than you.
That is correct, but you still chuckle.
Uh-oh. It's activism. It's activism competition.
It is.
It's activism EP measuring.
All I'm saying is that chuckle was undeserved. That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to smuckle at you.
Yeah, you chuckled again. It's a horrible thing that's happening. You know?
I appreciate that. I'll do everything I can to help you. Don't worry. V created 2 bandit camps as well. Prince pissed. V becomes the apostate. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Where did these refugees go? Good question, isn't it?
Not my problem. Not my refugees. Not my problem.
No, really. V loses divine powers as punishment. Cures acne, but not AIDS. Jesus.
Do you know you can actually strip me of my divine powers very easily by shifting my alignment?
Or killing you.
Or by saying, I'm the GM and your magic doesn't work.
Yeah, that's pretty much like you can do it within the rules. If you shift my alignment or you...
maybe, for your own safety, considering how fucking crazy your character is shifting his beliefs on the dime, do fucking not go down that road.
Yeah, you know what's the problem with this? And by the way, I want to...
That's the problem with this thing.
No, hold on. I want to tell the chat and actually, if Sargon would have pointed me to an actual deity from Dungeons and Dragons, I would read on about that deity, and then I know the religion. But from the way Sargon said, "Oh, it's some Christianity and Islam," and make it up.
Wait. Are you insinuating that religions are made up?
Yes. But what I'm saying is that Sargon gave me a page about reading about the religion.
Okay, that's fair, V. That's fair, right? But I guess that. Like, I expected you to effectively mold what your impression of the religion would be, and I thought it might have some consistency.
Well, maybe you should give me a page and tell me about the world.
I will. I will write something.
Just write a Bible for this campaign.
The thing is, I made the jizya in it, and that's why it's inconsistent. Like, you can't blame me for lying to the heretic.
Okay, but I guess presenting yourself as the avatar of every religion is... I mean, don't worry, I'm down for that kind of heresy.
Yeah, but they were savages. I liked them.
Yeah, go big or don't go at all,
Yeah. Like,
they were savages.
Don't be a pussy about it.
Like,
don't just be the prophet of, the Erothians or whatever. Be, the prophet of mankind.
Yeah, don't half-ass your heresy.
Yeah,
but you know that the Roman actually...
you literally incorporate every religion. It's actually...
Yeah, the Romans did this. Like, what do you think Christmas is?
Yeah, I know.
So it's not like I'm just
talking about Jesus' birthday.
Yeah. So go bigger and better.
One baby Jesus was born.
But anyway, I'm going to carry on. The church should be a non-profit organization. That's the worst dad joke. Krasinski. That's. Now I've had to read that out now. Thank you very much.
I'm a globalist prophet, bitch.
Oh God, you actually are. That's why you're getting in bed with Bishop Stavron. Dev, I can't believe Dev has nothing to say about this.
I don't think Dev's here.
No. Merry Christmas, man. Patreon get bent. Thanks, dude. Keep up the great work. Merry Christmas. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you all. Best of luck with the censorship bullshit, and much love to all you guys. Thanks, man.
Oh God, Christmas! My workers will want to stop working. Fuck.
V is Alexander Hamilton making the case against a federalized bank, basically. At least 4 throwing axes and knives per person. Is the short sword cold steel, silver or cold steel base? No. It's just excellently manufactured. Check your encumbrance. Yeah, you should probably check your encumbrance, guys. You all forgot to buy a spare tent. I guess they did. Make some latrines and clean water areas. Yes, Arch, you need to fix all this. $2 for V, that's how it works, right? Apparently.
How the fuck did they manage to survive in the other encampment if they didn't know how to build latrines? Like, we just got them from another camp.
They do seem stubborn.
They had a river right on their doorstep, but they still had a gross place. I mean, it wasn't a very nice refugee camp.
Normally they are, but...
Yeah. Spider Lolly is top predator, usually. Envenom the arrows. Sargon panties get wet in water. Start a runner colony as well. Oh, good idea. Amusement park with hookers.
A rum colony?
Yeah.
They can't drink.
Can't they?
Wow.
No, they're miners.
Damn, Russia's greatest love machine.
What? They're miners?
Yeah.
Why is...
I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell, that took me ages.
They're not going to work in the mine, Rag, so you're wrong.
Actually, you can have untrained help in the mine, but you need an expert engineer to guide them.
Yeah, but you're probably going to need people making food.
Do you have any idea how fucking dangerous mining work is?
Yes,
what if they unionize?
This is why you don't put amateurs.
Jesus. All right. We'll deal with that next time.
What we really need
next time
is miners who are miners.
Yeah, thank.
Order. I have a theory: the vast majority of people who sleep with traps are straight millennial men, and this is a response to the militant feminization of millennial women.
I thought that was kind of the obvious assumption.
I didn't even.
I just like ass.
Oh my god, degeneracy.
It's an easier answer with you, Rags.
Thanks very much, Lily. I appreciate that. But in short, is it safer to have relations with someone who looks like a feminine woman than rather than risk being in a relationship with an actual woman? Thoughts? Well, if the actual woman is like some fat old battle axe who's a giant man-hating lesbian, then yeah, I mean, I'd probably choose a man over that.
if safety is your only factor, I don't think sex is the game for you.
Yeah, probably. That's a good point. You should give V a dead man switch and make him use it on full health. Oh my god, if only I could. Tell Patreon that reality is a simulation, language is a social construct, proof is subjective, and you're of course black, therefore you're not a racist. That's essentially how I'm going to have to argue it, but I'm obviously not going to. So thanks to everyone for watching.
Domestic violence is a serious.
Hang on a sec. How are we guys for next week? Just out of interest.
Should be all right.
I'll be around.
Yeah, Arch.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think I'm down to. So we're going to get 2 weeks in a row. So join us next week where Arch is going to civilize his fellow countrymen / refugees.
For D&D Tropico.